Buenos dias, familia. As we prepare to welcome our students back to school on Tuesday, I wanted to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for each and every one of you. Firstly, I want to acknowledge the tremendous effort that you have all put forth to ensure that our schools are ready to receive our precious students once again. From administrators to teachers, custodian to counselor, bus driver to nurses and central office staff, and everyone in between, your dedication and hard work have not gone unnoticed. You truly go above and beyond to create a safe and nurturing environment for our children. You have played an invaluable role in preparing our schools for this momentous day, and for that, we are incredibly grateful. As our students step foot into their classrooms once again, they will be met with a nurturing and supporting environment thanks to your hard work. You have created a space where they will learn, grow, and thrive, surrounded by educators who genuinely care about their success. So on behalf of the entire San Antonio community, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you. Your dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment to our children's education have made a lasting impact. Your efforts not only shape minds, but also touch hearts. As we step into this new academic year, let us remember that we're not just a school district, but a familia. We are united by a common goal to provide an exceptional education and create a nurturing environment for all our students. Together, we can inspire them to dream big, to unleash their potential and achieve greatness. So let's embrace the power of familia and approach the upcoming year with open hearts and open minds. Let's continue to support one another, uplift one another, and create a place where every student feels valued, heard, and encouraged to reach their full potential. Thank you once again for everything you have done and will continue to do. Your hard work and dedication are truly the cornerstone of our success as a district. I am immensely proud to be part of such an incredible familia. Wishing you all a fantastic school year filled with joy, growth, and endless possibility. Let's make this year one to remember.
And we welcome you to the SAISD Sports Complex. It is a big game tonight between two unbeatens in 12-5A D2. That is the Sam Houston Hurricanes that will be on the visitors' sideline. The Burbank Bulldogs will occupy the home sideline. You have apparently you have found RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube. While you're here, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you're notified anytime that we stream live. This is Robert Villafranca. And Glenn Revelle is with me tonight. I'll have play-by-play. Glenn will add color to that. Belateas at the tech table. Sebastian Castro and Isaiah Castro behind the cameras tonight for this big game in 12-5A D2. Let me give you a brief rundown of what we are going to be looking at tonight. The Houston Hurricanes, as I said, the visiting team, they'll be on the far sideline. 4-3 for the season. 3-0 in district play. Jeremy Williams is the head coach for the Hurricanes. 3 seasons that he's been at the helm. 16 wins and 12 losses, includes a 4th place finish last year in it was District 14-5A D2 last year, and a 5th place finishes in 2022 and 2021. Last year, as a 4th place, as a 4th seed rep, in the playoffs, lost in the first round of Piper, 33-0. But this year, this is how the season has gone for the Hurricanes. 4-3, 3-0. Opened the season with a loss to LBJ Austin. Came back and beat Floresville 18-2. Lost to Victoria West and Tivy. A couple of tough non-district. All four of their non-district opponents pretty tough. The Hurricanes fielding a very, very challenging non-district schedule, but losing to Victoria West 12-41, losing to Tivy 20-76, and they have rebounded with 3 straight district wins against Brack, Edison, and most recently against Lanier. Tonight it's Burbank, the opponent, and then the season will still include Jefferson and Highlands, and the Houston Hurricanes are open in the final week of the season this year. So should they make the playoffs, they'll have an extra week to prepare and get ready for that first round. The statistical leaders for the Hurricanes, quarterback, sophomore Myvion Franklin Ross, 74 completions on 144 attempts. That's a 51% completion average for 127 yards. He's thrown 10 touchdown passes and thrown 6 interceptions. He is also the rushing leader, a dual threat, Myvion is. He's also the rushing leader for the Hurricanes, 84 carries, 491 yards, averaging 6 yards per carry and 7 yards per game. He's rushed for 5 touchdowns. Behind him as a rusher is Jeremiah Johnson Spears, 59 carries, 343 yards, 6 yards per carry, 57 yards per game, and he scored 3 touchdowns. And the wide receiver for the Hurricanes, Demand Good, had a great game last week that we streamed against Lanier. Demand Good has 24 catches, 366 yards, 15 yards per catch, 7 touchdowns. If you throw a Demand a 50-50 pass, as they call him, a good chance when he's at the end of when he's your target, it's more like 55-45. He can really get up there and get them. As a team, the Hurricanes have thrown 152 passes against 206 rushes, so you see that they favor the running game just slightly more than the passing game. They have passed for 1,056 yards and rushed for 1,042 yards. So pretty balanced in the results of their plays, but lean a little bit more to the rush than the passing game. So there you have them, the Houston Hurricanes. Before the game tonight, during pregame, we had a chance to visit with the head coach of the Sam Houston Hurricanes, Jeremy Williams. We'd like to share that visit with you. We're visiting with Coach Jeremy Williams, the head coach of the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Coach, I am sure that your kids, as well as the Bulldogs, as soon as the schedule came out, had this date in their mind, and here we are.
Yes,
week of preparation, was it any different for you?
No, it really hasn't, man. For the past, I would say since we got in district, our kids have been flying around at practice, having a good time. Practices have been intense, and they've been having fun at practice. So I would say this has been a regular week, except for the Monday. It was a little slow because we didn't have school. But once practice got going, they was flying around having a good time.
Right, and Coach, I wanted to take just a minute to visit with you about your quarterback, Myvion Franklin Ross. We've had the privilege of streaming a few Sam Houston games, and just really impressed with his maturity. To us, kind of seems like he's ahead of schedule. Tell us a little bit about the sophomore quarterback of yours.
Young, the maturity word we're working on. We're getting there, but definitely young, man, instinctive, tough as nails. One of those guys, man, we're counting on in the future for sure. He's going to be a staple in our program. Kind of the reason why we started slow this year. We got a lot of young guys on the team. Next year, offensively, I know we'll be bringing it back, 9 or 10 guys.
So, and Coach, tonight, however, the Burbank Bulldogs on the far sideline. What's it going to take to beat those Bulldogs tonight?
Just the same as every week. It's all about us. It's about offense executing. It's about defense communicating, flying around, having a good time, and special teams not beating ourselves. We played this team last year, got 2 punts blocked, and that's what I mean by special teams not beating ourselves. And we'll just handle our business from then on.
All right, Coach, you know the routine. Can we get a go Hurricanes?
Yes, sir. Go Canes.
There you go. Thank you, Coach. Thank you for your time.
a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we bring you back to the SAISD Sports Complex. This is SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. Robert Villafranca here with you tonight. I'll have play-by-play. Glenn Revelle will add color commentary to that. Belateus at the tech table. Sebastian Castro, Isaiah Castro behind the cameras here tonight. The Burbank Bulldogs are the home team tonight. Before the break, we shared a brief rundown of the Sam Houston Hurricane season. Let me do the same for the Burbank Bulldogs. Burbank, they come into this game 4 wins and 2 losses, 2-0 in district play. They are coached by Michael Mul in his second season as the head coach for the Burbank Bulldogs. 13 wins and 4 losses during that time. And that includes a second place finish in 14-5A D2 last year and a first round loss to Vets Memorial. The Bulldogs started the season with a loss to Lavernia. 34-64 was that score, and then came back with 2 straight wins against Vets Memorial and Luling. The Vets Memorial win was especially sweet for the Burbank fan base. It avenged a 56-0 loss in that bi-district game last year, and Burbank came back and beat Vets Memorial 31-24 this year. In the 4th game here at SAISD Sports Complex, we streamed it. Medina Valley, an inspired Medina Valley Panther football team beat the Burbank Bulldogs 21-19. The Bulldogs have back-to-back wins here against Jefferson and Highlands. Jefferson was 27-7. Highlands was 45-7. They're playing Houston tonight and still have Brack, Edison, and Lanier on their schedule. Statistical leaders for the Burbank Bulldogs: Kevin Hernandez at quarterback, a senior. He's been quarterbacking these Bulldogs since his freshman year. 85 completions on 132 attempts. That maths out to 64% completion average. He's thrown for 1,162 yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's also the rushing leader for the Burbank Bulldogs, just like Myvion Ross is for the Hurricanes. 76 rushes, 603 yards, 8 yards per carry. He is averaging, Kevin is, 100 yards a game. 9 rushing touchdowns, 12 passing touchdowns. So he's been a part of at least 21 touchdowns for the Burbank Bulldogs. The wide receiver is Izzy Zapata, the statistical leading wide receiver. Izzy Zapata, a senior, 34 catches, 673 yards. He averages 20 yards per catch and 112 yards per game. He has caught 10 of Kevin Hernandez's 12 touchdown passes. Defensively, you're going to hear us call out Lance Trevino, Ezra Mays, Ryan Vasquez, Ryan Chavarria. Lance leads the team in tackles, 60 tackles he has so far. Ezra Mays right behind him with 55 tackles. Ryan, 48 so far, and Ryan Vasquez, 48 so far, and Ramsey Chavarria, 48 tackles as well. As a team, very balanced offense. 161 times the Burbank Bulldogs have thrown. 159 times they have rushed. They're very balanced. A lot of times, though, a lot of times those rushes will be Kevin Hernandez being flushed out of the pocket, dual threat that he is. A called pass turns into a run, and when Kevin Hernandez improvises, anything can happen. A very dangerous runner he is. The Bulldogs have gained 1,300 yards through the air, 984 yards on the ground. So again, a very balanced attack. The Burbank Bulldogs' last district championship was 1978. They have never won a playoff game. They've been in the playoffs 12 times in their history and have never won a playoff game. So the Burbank fan base certainly looking and hopeful that this year might provide an opportunity to end those streaks. Before the game, we had a chance to visit with Coach Michael Mul, and we would like to share that visit with you. Hey, we're visiting with Coach Michael Mul, the head coach of the Burbank Bulldogs here before tonight's big game with the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Coach, I'm sure that Burbank fans and Sam Houston fans alike have had this date circled on their calendars for a long time. Preparation this week, has it been any different for you?
No, we're all about routine at this place and creating consistency. And pretty much what we're trying to do is do the things that we do every day, just do them a little better each day.
The certainly out here in Fanland, Coach, there's a lot of buzz in around Burbank about maybe the first district, the opportunity to win the first district championship in a long time, maybe even the opportunity to win a playoff game, like something that the Burbank Bulldogs have never done. Are those topics that even enter your internal conversations?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I got the job, that was in my internal conversation in my head. It's been the goal since day one to be the best, not just the best in SAISD and win district titles, but to be one of the best in San Antonio, to be one of the best in the state. So we definitely, that's a conversation that we've had since the end of last season, and we've talked about it all the way till now, and that's why we keep consistent with our work ethic.
I remember visiting with you early last year in the season. You'd just been named the head coach, maybe your first game, and you talked about an up-tempo offense and how you wanted to be the fastest team in the area. Is that going as planned? Do you feel like you're at the tempo you want to be?
Yeah, I do, man. You can definitely see, that as the second half rolls around, we get better. We've been down in games since the first day I've gotten here in the first half, and we wear teams out, and we play better in the second half when they start to get tired and they start to just lose endurance mentally and physically. We start to hit the gas even more.
And we have noticed that up in the press box tonight, the Sam Houston Hurricanes. What's it going to take for the Dogs to beat the Hurricanes? We got to win the battle within ourselves before we beat the battle with them. Take care of the football, and we've got to run a tempo that's fast enough, and then we got to win the physical game. That's football. Every day we got to win the physical game on the defensive side and the offensive side. All right, well, very good, Coach. I always ask, can I get a go Bulldogs?
Go Bulldogs.
There you go. Thank you for your time.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it,
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
ready. Set. Go.
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Once in a lifetime, we stand in the spotlight. The world waits on our next move. Got the keys to the kingdom, tasting the freedom. So what are we gonna do? Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna bring us down. You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we welcome you back to the SAISD Sports Complex. This is RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube. Robert Villafranca alongside Glenn Ravel, Belateas at the tech table, Sebastian Castro and Isaiah Castro behind the cameras as we get ready for the the Burbank color guard to come out with the colors. Glenn, some quick thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you've been talking about, Coach, both these teams extremely balanced, almost even rushing and passing yards, along with those rushing and passing attempts, right? So trying to see who can get the other team to go away from what they've been doing. Maybe get them a little bit uncomfortable, force them to throw the ball a little bit more if they want to, maybe run it a little bit less than they're used to, right? And then we heard Coach talking about maturity. We got to see how mature these young offensive players are for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. They've played a challenging schedule, and so we're going to see how that has played out for them. And hopefully, right, week 8, here we are getting into district. Hopefully that's going to play off for them right now.
All right. We've got the Burbank High School color guard members of the JROTC at midfield. The Burbank High School Marching Band will play the national anthem. We're going to honor our flag and nation. Burbank High School color guard looking sharp tonight, and the Burbank Marching Band, beautiful rendition of our national anthem. The pregame ceremonies behind us now. We're ready to get this thing going, Glenn.
Yes, sir. It's time. It's a nice, crisp fall evening, Coach, so it's good football weather. Playoffs, man, they're looming. They're in the air. People are starting to figure out these games are the ones that are really counting down the stretch, right? Teams kind of know who they are. There's enough of you on film that everybody's got an accurate idea of what you're doing. And like Coach Mul was talking about from Burbank, right? He's like, we got to take care of ourselves first. We got to win the internal battle. We got to make sure we don't turn the football over. We got to be physical. And then like we've kind of been talking about, like you've been saying, they're an up-tempo offense, and they're just going to lean on you and just hope when the second half rolls around that they're better conditioned and ready to go.
Absolutely. You know, Glenn, this is one of those games where, coach doesn't have to use his motivational tools. The kids are going to motivate themselves here. And maybe one of the hazards is being overhyped and, keeping everyone under control. In the pregame coin toss, the Burbank Bulldogs won the coin flip, but they deferred their option to the second half. The Sam Houston Hurricanes, given the option, have elected to receive.
Yeah, starting the game off with a little onside kick here, Coach. So they're getting to it early.
Well, as you said, Glenn, a lot of film that they've watched on each other, and that's Burbank's MO. So you saw the Hurricanes in their own hands type formation and personnel. They were expecting maybe something like that, and that's what happens in week 7, week 8 when you have that much film on each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Burbank definitely trusts their defense. You said it earlier, Coach. The offense get a lot of notoriety. They get a lot of respect, but these defenses are out playing their tails off.
These are some outstanding defenses in the district right here. Myvion Ross hands the ball off. That is number 18, Stephen McGowan, taking the handoff. Glenn, give us the offensive lineup for these Hurricanes.
Yeah, absolutely. Offensive line for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. The Centime Jeremy Orozco, Javion Thomas, and Aiden Ward are your guards. Darren Page and Peter Ramirez are the tackles. Wide receivers are Terrence Harper, Tristan White, Damon Good, and John Peoples. We got a little false start here. So, and then just like you said, Coach, Stephen McGowan at the running back, and then Mevion Franklin Ross, the sophomore quarterback. Coach Williams was talking about maturity, and we've kind of been talking about it, right? When you're 7 weeks into the season, hey, you're not a young guy anymore. You're experienced. You're the signal caller. We need you to make sure you're keeping your head screwed on straight, not letting the emotions, right, the bigness of the game get to you, especially when you're the quarterback. Hey, you're never too high. You're never too low. You're the guy that's just that steady, calming force for the rest of your offense to tune into.
Biggest game of Myvion Ross's career here. A false start against the Hurricanes will set him back. And he'll fake the handoff and keep it around the left side. He has turned a corner along the sideline, and if he stayed in bounds, he got beyond the first down marker. The Burbank Bulldogs defense will be on the field a little bit longer. Let us know who is playing defense for them, Glenn.
Yeah, absolutely. Burbank coming out in that 3-4, coach. They got two big defensive ends, Ryan Vasquez and Ramsey Chavaria. The big nose guard is Voapuka Unatola. And then the linebackers are Lance Trevino, Sebastian Ramos, James Luna, Ezra Maez. Had an interception last week when he was playing.
This one goes to McGowan right up the middle, and several of those names that you just called out, namely number 44, Lance Trevino, who is one of the leading tacklers here for Burbank, leading the charge.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ezra Maez, the linebacker, his brother, Aiden Maez, playing corner. Ambrose Leyva, and the two safeties, coach, are Dylan Sandoval and Daniel Perez. Last week when we were here with this Burbank game, those secondary guys were flying around. The linebackers had a couple interceptions, even had a blocked punt. So you're seeing Burbank play their starting defense on special teams, making sure it's getting the credit that it needs.
And the looks like the Hurricanes are going to jump again, so a false start, maybe a little bit overhyped here to get going. You know, Coach Williams brought that up in our pregame conversation. False start against the Hurricanes will replay second down, move it back 5 yards. But he brought up the fact that last year Burbank had a couple of blocked punts, and he said that's something that we just can't afford to allow to happen this year. So again, we'll see if the Hurricanes have been able to clean that up.
Yeah, as Coach Williams mentioned, right, no team ever needs to and wants to give an extra high-powered offense possession, so cleaning those up is going to be crucial for this young Sam Houston Hurricanes offense.
The Hurricanes struggling to get the personnel that they need on the field. Still 5 seconds on the play clock, so plenty of time, and we've got a timeout on the field. It is the Hurricanes have called it, trying to get the right personnel out there. Trying to get the right personnel out there. You're watching SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 oh.
And we bring you back after a timeout at second down and 15. The Sam Houston Hurricanes in their first possession of the ball game. Myvion Ross, looks like that was called a play-action pass, but Lance Trevino in the backfield, and he'll get the first sack of the night. Lance Trevino, again, as we said before the game, leading the Burbank Bulldogs in tackles.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job by him kind of pursuing. Little play-action pass, wasn't fooled by it. Right, big number 82, Ramsey Chavaria got in there. Mevion did a great job avoiding him, and then that just consistent pass rush by Lance Trevino getting that sack, coach. So bringing up 3rd and long right here on the first drive of the game for Sam Houston.
Ryan Vasquez at one defensive end, Ramsey Chavaria in the middle. They can wreak havoc in your backfield. Myvion Ross will take the snap, and he's going to extend the play, go the other direction. He's going to get some blocks here. Ramsey Chavaria on the chase. He sees a receiver, and lucky not to get that pass intercepted. His intended receiver was Tristan White, and maybe an ill-advised throw there by the sophomore, Myvion Ross. Really fortunate that they're going to get to punt this ball away.
Yeah,
so,
he was under a lot of pressure, coach.
Under a lot of pressure, and he came towards us and decided to go back the other way, and the pressure stayed. Ramsey Chavaria, as we said, number 82, back there on the chase. So After four plays, a drive that started at the 40-yard line, the Sam Houston Hurricanes have advanced about 7 yards, and they've got their punt team on the field. Izzy Zapata, I believe, is back. We got flags on the play. The punt is blocked, and it's going to get some positive yardage across midfield to the Burbank 49-yard line.
Yeah, that was a little bit hectic, Coach. We had a flag get thrown. We had offsides. Flag got thrown. Punt got blocked. This is a series that Sam Houston is going to be happy to put behind them. Hey, let's regroup a little bit. Got that first one out of the way. Next time we're out, let's be a little more crisp.
There you go.
Ready to go. But all escaped generally unscathed.
False start is the call against the Hurricanes. So Coach Mul, of course, is going to decline that penalty and take the result of the play, which was a 6 or 7 yard punt. The Burbank Bulldogs will take possession just on their side of the 50-yard line. First possession for the Burbank Bulldogs this evening.
Yeah, great starting position for this offense right here, Coach. Ooh, got another flag down.
And while we wait for the call, Glenn, give us the offensive starting lineup for the Dogs.
Yes, absolutely. The offensive line, Jonathan Marufo, Owen Balagia are the guards. Roger Garcia, the center. Marcos Salas, Jonathan Rosales are the tackles. Your wide receivers are Matthew Reyna, Roman Garcia, Izzy Zapata, James Gonzalez, Gael Guerrero, and Kevin Hernandez are the running back and the quarterback, Coach.
So after the 5-yard penalty, we'll replay first down. He's looking downfield. Kevin Hernandez is. The intended receiver was Roman Garcia, and just unable to connect. So we'll come back to the 44-yard line. It'll be second down and 15.
Yeah, Coach. Sam Houston defense here. Javon Reese, Omarie Martinez, Antonio Marine are your D linemen. Jermaine Tibbs, Antonio Canada, Tristan White, Maurice Wilson, your linebackers. And then your DBs are LeBron Delane, Terrence Harper, John Peoples, Marquise Rice.
Kevin Hernandez has to reach for a high snap, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper all the way. He looks for some yardage along the right side, chased by Sam Houston and escorted out of bounds after about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, hey, using his feet right there, Coach. Like we were saying, both these quarterbacks are athletic. If they get outside the pocket, they can make some things happen. We got Izzy lined up at running back here, Coach. So both those good athletes in the backfield in this shotgun formation.
Izzy's going to move out of the backfield out here to the near sideline. Kevin will drop back. He's looking downfield a lot of time. He's got Roman Garcia across the middle, makes the catch, and Sam Houston's going to have to chase him down. It was number 26, Marquise Rice, making the tackle. But great protection for Kevin Hernandez on the play. Had a lot of time to look downfield. Up tempo. Here we go.
Defense swarmed on him right there, Coach. But yeah, to your point, that previous play, man, great pass protection by the offensive line, and then great job by the senior quarterback, Kevin Hernandez, finding those wide receivers running right down the middle of the field. Here comes that hurry.
Burbank ready to go, bunched up, and Kevin Hernandez will run to the left, looks for Izzy in the flat, and again, can't connect. The pass will fall incomplete. You know, the Burbank Bulldogs, very much an up-tempo offense, and they will pick it up a notch. They'll raise it up to 11 after a big play or a big first down. So up-tempo all the way, super up-tempo after a big play like that. Kevin Hernandez to Roman guards a pass that we saw just a little while ago.
Yeah, third down here, Coach.
Roman Garcia, I beg your pardon. Low snap for Kevin. He's going to look downfield. He's able to find Roman Garcia, I believe that is, inside the 5-yard line. So that'll be good for a first down. The Burbank Bulldogs knocking on the door after two very nice passes from Kevin Hernandez to Roman Garcia.
Yeah, you manifested it, Coach. Said his name, he caught the ball. Burbank just brought in their heavy set, Coach. Both those defensive ends are in here, and they brought in another tight end, so expect the run.
Kevin takes the snap, and might as well be a wildcat formation right back up the middle. The offensive line for the Burbank Bulldogs does its job, wins the surge. The Bulldogs are in the end zone, touchdown.
Yeah,
Burbank.
Nice little quarterback run right there, Coach. When they bring in those big bodies, that's that rhino formation, that heavy formation, right? So they brought in number 9, Ryan Vasquez, the senior D-line. They brought in number 82, Ramsey Chavaria, some big bodies out there. We got the extra point up. And
Sam Olguin.
It is good, Coach.
And Sam Olguin gets it through the upright. So 7-0 in the early going. The Burbank Bulldogs score on their first possession. You're watching SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. And we bring you back to the SAISD Sports Complex. The Burbank Bulldogs will kick off after a 51-yard drive. It took them 5 plays to traverse 51 yards. Kevin Hernandez on a 2-yard keeper culminated the drive for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs in their kickoff formation, they'll start from the bunch, and if they don't onside kick it, they will feign it, and they will onside kick. Again, a lot of confidence, as you said, Glenn, in their defense when you allow your kickoff team to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you looked at Sam Houston's formation right there. They had 9 guys all in that little soccer kind of tip-off circle right there. So they know what's happening. Kevin Hernandez, coach, he's throwing touchdowns. He's kicking off. He's making it happen. Burbank in the very nice crisp orange unis today with the nice white B on the helmet. They look very nice. And then Sam Houston in all the icy whites today.
So Mavion Ross is going to call for the snap. He's got Stephen McGowan back there in the backfield with him. He's going to roll right, looking downfield. He's got a receiver on the sideline.
Yeah,
that's number 3. Nice catch, Terrence Harper.
Yeah, Coach, I thought that was that rollout. It looked like it was a little bit of an option because the running back was right there in that pitch vicinity. But good job by our quarterback. I'm going to start calling him MVR because I feel like that's cool.
There you go.
MVR doing a good job using that athleticism.
There you go.
And like Coach said, with those young quarterbacks, right, as you know, sometimes that sprint game, that rollout eliminates half the field and they don't have so much to comprehend, and it makes their decision a little more streamlined.
Excellent point. The Bulldogs are going to bring a receiver across in a jet sweep formation. Stephen McGowan's going to take the handoff and right up the middle. That fake jet sweep a lot of times has the effect of keeping the defensive front expanded. And with an expanded defensive front, the gaps will show up like that. Stephen McGowan taking full advantage of that. A 10-yard gain on the play, a new set of downs. Mavion out there, quick flat to the flat. He's got a receiver. Terrence Harper again out in space. He's hard to catch. Once he's out there, the Bulldogs do run him down eventually and run him out of bounds. The Hurricanes also an up-tempo offense, big play. So you can see a snap coming up really quick. In the red zone, the Hurricanes are.
Yeah, nice couple plays here, Coach, by this Sam Houston offense.
McGowan will take the snap. Will take the handoff. Doesn't like what he sees up the middle. The ball is on the floor and on the turf. And the Hurricanes fortunate there to recover the fumble. Number 51 alertly comes back. Andrew Mathis, and keeps possession for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. We've got a player on the field. He's going to be tended to. Looks like he's going to be able to get up and leave the field on his own power.
Yeah,
Stephen McGowan, I think it is. So we'll keep it right here. I'm looking to see if we're going to have a timeout or not. I think we'll just keep it right here.
Yeah, I think he popped right back up. That ball came out. He might have got hit on the elbow somewhere in the wrist. But I like this innovative play calling Sam Houston has got going, Coach. They're much more settled. They're much more composed than they were in their first drive, right? Maybe, we got those first jitters out. Haven't had penalties. Mavion's been throwing the ball better. They've been getting it to their senior on offense, number 3, Terrence Harper. So Sam Houston's got some athletes now. They're running around in space.
There's athletes all over that field here this evening, and Stephen McGowan out. Looks like number 30 has taken his place. The pass, a tunnel screen there to John Peoples, and some nice blocking. He finds his way inside the 15-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd down, and we're going to call it 6
That was a great little screenplay, Coach. And even the couple of plays before that, they had an innovative screen. I don't know if you noticed this, but both of the guards kind of pulled as they were throwing that screenplay. So they're getting their big bodies moving out here, getting back to third and manageable. Oh, we're getting a quick little huddle here, Coach. Just getting on the same page.
The handoff. No, it's Myvion holds on to it. He's not going to go down. Great balance, looking downfield. We'll see if the linemen were able to hold their water here and not go downfield. I don't see a flag for an ineligible. Yeah, I do see one now, an ineligible receiver downfield. A lot of times when a quarterback changes a play like that, switches from run to pass, the offensive line doesn't know that it's a pass and will move downfield. And what we have here is an ineligible receiver downfield.
Yeah, that was some impressive athleticism by number 15, the sophomore quarterback, Mavavion Franklin Ross right there, Coach. I thought he was sacked. He scooted out of there, started running, making a good toss. So we were talking about how there's athletes on the field, and they are showcasing their ability. So 4th and 6 here, Coach. And still got a couple wide receivers out there while the big bodies huddle up, so they're communicating.
So Twins up on top, Twins down here near us. Myvion's going to roll to his left and look downfield. He's got a lot of pressure off the edge. It's Lance Trevino trying to chase him down. Myvion is going to walk the high wire there, but I don't think that he got to the first down marker. So the ball will go over on downs. The Burbank Bulldogs defense bends, but it doesn't break. And the Dogs offense is going to take possession here. Their second possession of the night at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, nice stop by that Burbank defense, Coach. Both these teams only got 3 down linemen, so they got 4 linebackers running around. And so, as you know, as an offense, right, that's an extra man they know is probably coming. They just don't know where he's coming from. So it's a lot for those O-linemen to have to kind of figure out on the fly, and they've been bringing that pressure.
Coach Rudy De Los Santos is the defensive coordinator for the Burbank Bulldogs, and he's sending that rush from all kinds of spots. The snap to Kevin Hernandez. And you talk about athleticism and balance. Boy, he was hit hard. Looked like a tackle for loss, but he was able to keep his balance. He turned the corner. He's out here near the 20-yard line.
That was Jermaine Tibbs, Coach, the senior linebacker for Sam Houston, that flew in there with some authority, and he was just got shook off there by Kevin. So these boys are out here hustling.
So all alone in the backfield, Kevin Hernandez he's going to roll to the right. He's got some pressure, but he's going to get around it. He looks downfield, and he's got a receiver at the 30-yard line. Who else but Izzy Zapata? And that'll be good. That'll be good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, here comes that hurry up, Coach. They're in that little bunch formation. Maybe too fast that time.
That snap goes to Gail Guerrero. It got Kevin Hernandez out here by the sideline in the wide receiver spot. False start, a little bit too up-tempo. As you said, Glenn, a 5-yard penalty will replay first down from 5 yards further back. The line of scrimmage now the 25-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Dogs.
Could have been one of those times, Coach, where those wide receivers aren't quite officially set, right? You know, they're out there who's on, who's off, and if that ball's getting snapped quick, they might still be shuffling around because those big bodies were locked in up front, ready to go. So when that communication happens, it's tough to get it all the way to the sideline.
And you move another back into the wildcat formation. You got somebody else calling the count. Oh, a shoulder shrug here. Roman Garcia is the target, well defended by John Peoples. The Burbank Bulldogs, Kevin Hernandez faked the stop pass here and hoping to bring the corner up. Roman Garcia right down the rail and well defended by Peoples.
Yeah,
incomplete.
Laid it up there for him, letting those guys go after that 50-50 ball.
Snap goes to Kevin Hernandez, and he's going to roll to his left. He's got somebody on his shoulder pads, and he's going to be sacked. Number 27 is Jeremiah Tibbs, our defensive player of the game last week, and this week was named to the San Antonio Sports Foundation All-Star Football game. So congratulations to Tibbs on that sack and on being selected to the game. Jeremiah Tibbs, by the way, Coach Williams tells me he is in the top 10 of his graduating class.
Wow.
So student. Athlete.
That's awesome. Not top 10%, but top 10.
Top 10.
My gosh, that's fantastic.
Kevin Hernandez will take the snap, and he's going to look downfield. He has got a receiver. It looks like Roman Garcia again has been Kevin Hernandez's favorite target, and play action pass, I think, drew some defense up, and Roman Garcia got open. It was number 16, Antonio Canada, who ran him down after a big gain, and you know what comes after a big gain.
Oh, yeah, let's load it up and let this man run a little bit.
So Kevin Hernandez from the bunch formation is going to take.
Ball's out. Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Got excited, Coach.
Yeah, and it almost stayed in bounds. So Kevin Hernandez is really fighting for that extra yard, and the ball comes free. But fortunately for the Burbank Bulldogs, it rolls out of bounds, and after a 3-yard gain, they'll get to have a second down play here. Kevin Hernandez all by himself, bunch left here. He's going to give it back. Well, Kevin Hernandez takes a toss back. It was Roman Garcia at the quarterback. So we've had Kevin Hernandez, we've had Gail Guerrero, we've had Roman Garcia all taking snaps here. It looked like a toss reverse, and then a throwback to Roman Garcia. So Coach Mul is in that trickeration chapter of the offensive playbook. The Kevin Hernandez again tries to draw the defense with a hard count. The Hurricanes will hold still.
Cooking it up out there, Coach.
Gail Guerrero in the backfield with Kevin. Twins on top and twins down here near us. Great protection again, looking downfield. He likes the middle of the field. Had a receiver just a little bit high for that and unable to connect. That was Gail Guerrero who came out of the backfield. And when you got 4 receivers, you got 4 wideouts that are on pass routes, and then you send your back out down the middle. That challenges your secondary and your linebackers to cover everybody. No backs this time, all by himself. Kevin Hernandez is a slow roll to the right. Again, very well protected. He's got a receiver. It's Izzy Zapata. And he's going to get the ball down inside the 15-yard line.
Look at him sprint, Coach. They sprint. Hey, these guys know Coach wants us to hurry up after we have a big play. Izzy Zapata just sprinted straight down the line. Looks like we're getting a little substitution, Coach. That Rhino package might be coming in. Here comes some big bodies.
Ramsey Chavarria will come in. Ryan Vasquez will come into this offense. Glenn, I've seen Ryan Vasquez take a snap in this big boy offense here.
Okay, I like that.
So a double tied everybody up, a little bit of a pistol formation. Kevin Hernandez will take the snap, give it to Gail Guerrero, but Gail is met at the line of scrimmage, and met is an understatement. Jeremiah Tibbs introduces himself, and a tackle for a loss, or maybe Gail made it back to the line of scrimmage. So a second down and 10, and that big boy package will come right out, and Coach Mul will go back to his regular offense.
I'm not even on the field, Coach, and I feel like I need a break. These boys been moving up. Hey, this drive started at what, Coach? Inside their own 20, correct?
At their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, so here they are knocking on the door right about the 10 again. So they're moving.
They've moved 80 yards. Kevin Hernandez all by himself. He's getting some great protection, and you're just not going to survive a night when Kevin Hernandez is able to look downfield. That's Matthew Reyna in the end zone. First catch for him and a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Kevin Hernandez just really enjoying all kinds of pocket protection there.
Oh, yeah, he's sitting back there comfy, and he has found the middle of the field to be wide open. He's taking advantage of it, Coach. 13th touchdown of the year. Oh, bad snap here. See if these Sam Houston Hurricanes can scoop and score. They're going to give it a shot. We got a flag down, though. Burbank jumped up. So, like I was saying, Coach, 13 touchdown passes on the year for Kevin. He's carving up the middle of the field. You were mentioning they're stressing the defense by sending the wide receivers and putting a back or a tight end in there, kind of opening up, especially when they're playing that zone. Guys are running loose, so great job by him identifying all the open area.
Referee indicating he hasn't told us all yet, but indicating over to the Hurricane sideline that it is offsides against the Hurricanes. So the Burbank Bulldogs, Sam Holguin, will get another opportunity after that bad snap.
Yeah, well, maybe. It looks like they're going to maybe go for 2, Coach. They're running Kevin back out there.
There you go. And why not? Half the distance to the goal line. Will put the ball at the 1.5-yard line.
Yeah, I think they got the big body package in, that Rhino package again, like we've been talking about, like we've been seeing.
Kevin Hernandez in a pistol formation. He's got Gail Guerrero there behind him. And Ezra Mays up in front. Snap goes right to Kevin. The offensive line again with the surge. And Kevin is in the end zone. So a 2-point conversion will bring the score to 15 for the Bulldogs. And the Hurricanes yet to score. You're watching SAISD High School on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we bring you back live the Burbank Bulldog kickoff team again in their bunch formation. The Hurricanes with their hands team out on the field. 2 kickoffs for the Bulldogs so far, and both of them have been onside kicks.
Yeah, Coach, looks like they're staying with it here. 9 out of the 11 Sam Houston Hurricanes inside the 40. Ooh, I jinxed it. I said they were keeping it. They kicked it a little bit deep. Number 3 fields it. There you go.
Back
Finds
at the
a little
15-yard line,
crease,
he's got a crease, exactly, and he's up the field. It's going to be Kevin Hernandez that's going to have to drive him out of bounds. Number 3, Terrence Harper. We've seen him catch a couple of passes, and now we've seen his skills as a returner. So the Hurricanes, again, answer quickly after that second Burbank Bulldog touchdown, and they have the kickoff team has given the Hurricanes offense some great field position here to start off their third possession. The starting spot, the officials having a little conversation. I don't see a flag here, but the referee's coming over here to tell us something. Personal foul, he says, against Burbank. So that's going to be 15 yards. We're still at the 35-yard line. So a full 15-yard penalty tacked off at the end of Terrence Harper's return. And just like that, the Sam Houston Hurricanes are in the red zone and knocking on Burbank's door.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge opportunity for these guys to capitalize here. Starting in the red zone, Coach. Can't ask for much better than that if you're this Sam Houston offense.
Mavion asking for the snap. He's got Stephen McGowan back with him. A big rush, set up a screen pass, but McGowan just can't hold on to it. So an incomplete. Seemed like that was just the right call to make there. The execution not there for the Hurricanes. Mua Senele, I'm going to try that. Senele watching from Hawaii. Her grandson wears number 51 for the Burbank Bulldogs. That's Anitola Oli Vaupuka. So always makes our day that we are able to stream really the www World Wide Web. Thank you for joining us, Grandma. And that time, Mavion, again, a quick flare pass out to the numbers. And once again, just the Hurricanes unable to bring that pass in. So Mavion really thrown a couple of good passes that his receiving core is just not pulled in.
Yeah, that screen was set up beautiful, Coach. All 4 of those D linemen thought they were about to get a sack. He dumped it over, just dropped it, and then that one right there, right off the hands. So he's doing a good job putting the ball to his receivers. They just got to come through for him.
So, again, Mavion looking downfield, and again, the Burbank Bulldogs in the backfield with him. He looks downfield. It looks like Stephen McGowan made himself available there as Mavion was extending the play, and he's caught the pass inside the 5-yard line. So the Sam Houston Hurricanes threatening now 1st and goal at the Burbank 4.
Yeah, great job by the senior running back staying available. Quarterback was scrambling, made himself seen. Nice maturity right there.
Again, Mavion will fake the handoff to McGowan. He's going to keep it. He's got a lot of defense out there. Number 40, we've called his name out several times. That's James Luna on the tackle. Great one-on-one tackle by James Luna out there on the right side of the Burbank Bulldog defense. No gain on the play. Still now second down and goal.
Yeah, a lot of penetration by that D-line. Not a lot of room for the running back if he had given it to him or for the quarterback keeping it. So they're doing a good job clogging it up.
Mavion is going to take the snap, and oh my goodness.
No.
Oh, no, he flipped it up. I'm looking for a number here. It looks like number 24. 24 it is, and number 24 is Eric Govea, who just received a gift by Mavion as he tossed that ball up in the air. It went, I think he was trying to throw the ball away, but the ball went backwards, and that's a fumble either way. And number 24, Eric Govea, from the play, the line of scrimmage was a 5-yard line. That'll be a 95-yard, credited with a 95-yard fumble recovery and return. And the Hurricanes threatening to score, but it's the Bulldogs who put 6 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I believe that's called being opportunistic, Coach.
Well, being always being good. Part of being good is being lucky, and
right. Just popped it up right to him.
Right to him.
Made the catch. Went for a nice little 90-yard sprint. Aired it out, legged it out a little bit. So that was an impressive fumble recovery, little interception, kind of whatever he did, he got that turnover and capitalized on it.
I've heard luck is when preparation meets opportunity, and of course, a little bit of good fortune there for Eric Govea. But if he wasn't in the backfield rushing like he was, he wouldn't have been in the spot to make that play. So some preparation and some opportunity and some great luck for Eric Govea and the Burbank Bulldogs, as they deny a Hurricane touchdown and score one themselves. 84 is Sam Holguin back out on the field, and that one is going to go right through the uprights. The Bulldogs in the final minute of the first quarter up 22-0. You're watching SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Go.
Is that unsportsmanlike?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the touchdown will be assessed at the kickoff. The Burbank Bulldogs at the now kicking off from the Hurricanes 45, and if they were prone to kick onside kicks from their own 40, you can imagine that from the Hurricanes 45, the risk and reward. The risk-reward calculation there favors the Bulldogs in the onside kick. I'd be highly surprised if they don't put this one on the turf real quick and see if they can't get a recovery.
Yeah, and we're about to find out, Coach. Oh, look at that. Maybe they might just line up wide and just onside kick it anyways.
There you go. Coach Mul has as a repertoire, special teams coach as Morris Farr for the Bulldogs, and has a repertoire, very creative. And here you go, still the onside kick, and I believe number 27 is Jermaine Tibbs, and it is fielding the onside kick. So we've seen 2 onside kick, we've seen a fake onside kick and a high lob, and now onside kick that went to regular formation and an onside kick nonetheless. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so this special teams, they've spent a few, they've spent a few minutes on the practice field. Coach Morris Farr is the special teams coordinator for the Burbank Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Hey, everyone's cooking up some extravagant menus tonight, Coach. Burbank offense has got it going on. Burbank special teams throwing a lot of variety out there, making sure those Sam Houston returners are not falling asleep back there.
All right. Well, Mavion Ross goes to the sideline. Looks like it might be an equipment issue, and he's going to sprint back. The 25-second play clock is running, and he'll be back in time to quarterback this play. We'll see if we got a timeout here is what we have. the Hurricanes have called it. It's their second one of 3 allowed. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
And the 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes from their own 35-yard line. Mavion, a quick pass, a tunnel screen out to Stephen McGowan, I believe.
Yeah, Coach, I think you're right there. Oh, maybe number 19.
19, not 18, yeah. So that's number 19. That would be Tristan Zachary. We haven't called his name yet, but he's a big part of the passing game as well. A tunnel screen good for a 3-yard gain, a 2nd down and 7. The Hurricanes, of course, going without the huddle and right back into their offense. So the handoff will go to number 21 this time. That's Jermaine Carson taking the handoff from Mavion Ross.
Yeah, hey, this middle run game, Coach, for Sam Houston has been successful. That's the 2nd or 3rd one we've seen a good pop right up in that A-gap.
Mavion asked for the snap, and just right on cue, as you said, right up the middle again. Jermaine Carson, the ball carrier, it looks like he has gone beyond the first down marker.
Yeah.
So a fresh set of downs for the Hurricanes. While I have a minute, I want to say hello to Dana Williams, Coach Jeremy Williams' mom, who I understand is always watching RC Audio Sports when Hurricanes are playing. And so hello, Mom. Dana Williams, thanks for joining us here tonight. This is the end of the first quarter. The Burbank Bulldogs up 22-0. You're watching football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
The high school football game of the week. Get set for another installment of the Peanut Butter Bowl. The Gucci Bowl comes to KCWX. The matchups, the battles, the rivalry. Intercepted, big play for that Brandeis D. And some room. He got a pick 6, 90 yards.
Bubba Johnson's got a touchdown for Johnson. Jordan Clay, he caught that.
53-yard touchdown for Cole Pryor. Slant, touchdown.
Yep, same thing.
And we start the second quarter, a fresh set of downs for the Hurricanes. Jermaine Carson is going to take the handoff and bull his way through that Burbank defense, a 15-yard gain on the play. We'll call it a 14-yard gain on the play all the way to the Burbank 40-yard line. Another fresh set of downs for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, absolutely. That run game is working, Coach, and you'll see that a little bit with those just 3 down linemen, right? Already there's gaps up there, and those guards are uncovered. Lets them double team a little bit easier, right? And if they can get it blocked up, running back and squirt through there.
And again, Jermaine Carson with the handoff. The ball's on the turf again.
That was a good pop, Coach, and good contact.
Ramsey Chavarria is telling us that it's Burbank football. We'll wait for the officials to give us an indication. Ramsey feels like it is Burbank Bulldog football. I don't.
We're unpiling.
We're
right
unpiling.
Now.
We're unwrapping. Ryan Vasquez says so too, and finally the officials will agree with them. So another fumble and a turnover for the Hurricanes, and the Burbank Bulldogs offense will be back on the field with a 22-0 lead here early in the second quarter.
And that was the big freshman coach with his grandma watching from Hawaii. That was number 51, Voapuka Unatola Oli. So making some plays. Grandma's in the chat. She's enjoying the football game from the lovely shores of Hawaii. I don't know if you know this, Coach. You do know this. I watched a game on RCI Sports from Oahu.
You were in our chat room, exactly.
It's a great place to watch RC Audio Sports from. If you ever want to do it, I recommend it.
Our signal is good in Hawaii, is
Absolutely.
it? Crosses the Pacific. And the handoff right up the middle. This is number 7 who zigs and zags. Robert Martinez, the ball carrier. He basically untouched. 65-yard rush for Robert. I have a flag back here at the 35-yard line. The official holding his ground, and that usually means that it's going to come back.
That was, regardless of this penalty, Coach, that was a great run by the senior running back, Robert Martinez. But, yes, you are correct. It looks like this touchdown is getting called back. They're going to mark it off here.
An illegal block by Burbank on that run is going to nullify that touchdown. Still still some nice yardage for the Bulldogs across the 50-yard line. Instead of a 65-yard gain, it is a 19-yard gain, a fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs. Jaden Cervantes, I see you in our chat room. I hope that life is treating you well, Jaden. Always enjoyed calling your games for the Canes when you were wearing the orange and green. So thanks for joining us here this evening.
Yeah, hey, we like it. We got fans, we got alumni, we got grandparents. It's cool. The chat's a good place to be.
A good place to be. So Kevin swings a pass out to the numbers. It's Matthew Reyna will evade a couple of tackles and get to the Sam Houston 40-yard line before he is brought down.
Yep, here it comes, Coach, in that little hurry up.
Hurry up in a bunch, right. Kevin, it's again Robert Martinez, not Kevin, Wildcat formation. Number 7 for the Bulldogs. Again, not to be denied a direct snap and right to the bunch formation. I would guess that the Hurricanes were just a little bit outnumbered on that side. Robert Martinez taking advantage of that.
Yeah, Coach, I'm very intrigued on how they're figuring out who's going to get the ball when they get in this position, what play they're going to run. I'm intrigued by a little face mask here, Coach.
Personal foul, yeah, personal foul face mask. So that'll be half the distance to the goal line. We'll put the ball in the red zone for the Burbank Bulldogs. If I'm keeping count here, that Robert Martinez is the 4th Burbank Bulldog to take a direct snap here tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Coach. Nice memory right there. Yeah, I wonder if they almost, this drive, here's what we're doing when we get in that hurry up, right? Or if you're the guy behind the center and you got an eligible number, you're getting the ball. Be ready.
There you go. There you go. Kevin Hernandez this time fakes the handoff to Robert Martinez. Nobody in contain on the left side. He's going to roll that way. He's going to pull back. He finds Matthew Reyna in the corner. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, great job right there by the entire Burbank offense, Coach. That is Matthew Reyna's 2nd touchdown catch of the day, Coach.
Second touchdown catch. Do we have a flag?
I think we got a little flag, maybe a little extracurricular, some kind of celebration, etc. But, man, you saw what I saw. Kevin saw it, too. Man, that entire left side of the field was open. Credit the Sam Houston defenders for converging and shutting him down, but also a big credit to Matthew Reyna for helping his quarterback doing that scramble grill and finding some green grass in the end zone.
Well, it looks like the points are not up on the board yet, so it looks like this penalty is going to nullify that touchdown. 2 highlight plays that aren't going to make it to the official books here. Robert Martinez is. We've got an unsportsmanlike conduct. Oh, that's a dead ball foul and sportsmanlike conduct against the Bulldogs. But because it happened after the play, the touchdown is going to count. So, again, Kevin Hernandez extending the play. Matthew Reyna doing what he needs to do, making himself available, finding the void. And Kevin Hernandez does the rest, puts it right in his pocket.
Here comes
touchdown.
Here comes the big bodies, Coach. That rhino formation. Kevin's back out there.
Touchdown number 2 for Matthew Reyna.
Yes, sir. His 2nd one. I think he's got two catches, 2 touchdowns. It's a pretty good ratio.
I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. I need him on my fantasy team.
Kevin Hernandez with Gail Guerrero in the backfield with him. The last 2 times been right up the middle. Kevin, a little bit of a bootleg open. He's got a receiver coming across the middle, and this time he cannot connect. That's Ramsey Chavarria. Big Ramsey Chavarria, who plays the defense most of the time, but he's also in the offense on the big boy package. The extra point conversion is not good. The Bulldogs leading 28-0. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. So give us an opportunity to talk to you a little bit about Presidio Concrete, one of the newest members of our sponsorship team in business since 2021. You've heard us talk about them every time that we stream. Hector Gonzalez, Dre Gutierrez are the owners, very versatile. They can do small jobs, huge jobs, anything in between. If you need a porch poured, Presidio Concrete can do that. They're very proud of the fact that they have collaborated with general contractors to do the concrete work when the projects required concrete as part of their aspect. Very proud of having done the concrete work for Veterans Memorial Stadium and Judson ISD. Currently at the San Antonio Zoo, working on the concrete of the gorilla enclosure. That gives you an idea of just how versatile they are. If you're a homeowner, call Presidio for your concrete needs. If you're a general contractor and you need a concrete contractor to help you finish that job, if you got a concrete aspect to your project, again, call Presidio Concrete. Make sure that they are putting a bid in on your work. 210-784-7222 is their phone number. Hector Gonzalez is going to answer your call, and when he does, tell him that you heard about him on RC Audio Sports.
Well, Coach, the ball just blew off the tee. It's getting a little breezy down there.
Well, it's getting a little breezy. We'll see if Morris Farr, the special teams coordinator for the Burbank Bulldogs, has a play for when the ball blows off the tee.
Hey, you might.
Okay.
I feel like me and the Sam Houston return team are on the same page right now. We just get a little jumpy out here. Not sure what's happening.
Well, you get in that bunch formation and you make them respect. You've got to be in a bunch with them, and this time the kick is right off the shoulder pads of the up man there, and the Hurricanes will cover that. Yeah,
Andrew Mathis. That one was coming at it. You got that number 51. That was coming at him quick.
And boy, it came right at him. Life comes at you quick, doesn't it? And but he was able to fall on that free ball, and the Hurricanes again. What confidence he's the Coach Mul has in his defense to onside kick from your own 30-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 wide here, Coach, for Sam Houston.
5 wide, nobody back there with Myvion. He's going to fake the handoff to Terrence and keep the ball right up the middle. So the Hurricanes in the red zone again. They've been in the red. This will be the 3rd trip to the red zone for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. They gave the ball up on downs once, and then had that big fumble that was returned for a touchdown on the other time they were in the red zone. So we'll see if they can take advantage of this field position on this time. Terrence Harper on the jet sweep, and he's got the corner there. A nice block on the perimeter. He's going to stretch for the end zone. The referee on the sideline is telling us it's a touchdown. So the Hurricanes are on the board. A jet sweep handoff to Terrence Harper. A couple of nice catches, and now a nice end around for Terrence Harper, and the Hurricanes are on the board.
Yeah, great job by him. Coach, we got Sam Houston alum Jeremiah Espitia in the chat from California. So he's going to be happy to see the old Sam Houston Hurricanes on the board. Hopefully it's lovely in California, you know. It's also a great place to watch RC Audio Sports. We love it. Going for 2, Coach. Look at this.
Myvion takes a snap. He is looking for John Peoples over here in the corner. Very well defended by the Bulldogs. You are watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
So we're back from break here on RC Audio Sports 2. Apparently you have found us while you're here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time that we stream live. Robert Villafranco with play-by-play. Glenn Ravel adding color commentary to that. Belateas at the tech table. Sebastian Castro and Isaiah Castro behind the cameras for us tonight. The Burbank Bulldogs kickoff return team on the field for the first time this evening. It is Terrence Harper who is teeing up the football and will send it downfield. A line drive kick. It looks like Izzy Zapata, a dangerous return man, is going to get the 180 spin cycle as Haley Wilson calls it. And out across the 50-yard line into Hurricane territory is Izzy Zapata.
Yeah, a great return, big block by the Burbank return team. Great job keeping that block legal. A lot of times you see those big hits and a little bit blocking the back, but great return. I like the 180 spin cycle, Coach. I like that. That's a nice little.
Got to give credit to Haley. That's her call.
Did he do a full spin?
He did a full spin.
So it's like a 360.
Well, 360 spin cycle. There you go.
I wasn't sure
180 would get him going back the other direction. Yeah, it was a full spin. 360. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So a little shovel pass for the Burbank Bulldogs. I beg your pardon, Kevin Hernandez to Roman Garcia. And that'll count as a pass as it went forward. First down, and after a first down, you know what comes next. Up tempo. That goes to Gail Guerrero, and he's looking for some yardage around the left side of the offense.
Yeah, hey, big number 50, Coach. Darren Page, the senior D lineman out there, made those last 2 tackles. So he's playing hard. They're rolling around there, pursuing on defense, which is what you need when you're playing this high-octane offense. We got a flag down, Coach.
It was back in the Hurricane secondary. Still have not seen an indication. Jeremiah Spitia has come into the chat room as you shouted him out a little while ago, Glenn. Jaden Cervantes and Jeremiah. Personal foul is the call against the Burbank Bulldogs. Jeremiah and Jaden, standout athletes for the Hurricanes. We enjoyed calling games when you were wearing the orange and green, and it really makes our day to see you back from wherever you are in the world. California. Jeremiah says he's watching from California. We appreciate you tuning in to RC Audio Sports 2 and cheering your alma mater on.
We got a little class reunion going on in the chat. I like it. All right, Coach. We got 4 wide here.
And a quick shoulder shrug. That's going to be intercepted by the Sam Houston Hurricanes side. Rod Bethany. Boy, he got a gift, and that ball was a little bit underthrown by Kevin Hernandez, and Bethany just wasn't sure. About what he was seeing there, but that ball just came right into his belt buckle. He was there and made the catch, and a big interception. So, Jaden, thank you from the Valley, UTRGV. He says so. Jaden in the Valley and Jeremiah in California.
That's right. Hey, Coach, UT Rio Grande Valley getting ready to start their football program. I think this year's their practice year. Next year they're going to get to have that varsity schedule. So
very cool. Very cool.
Got some guys down there. But Coach, back to that pass. I felt like Kevin was going to do a little pump and go. Right, you kind of saw that pump fake. Route stopped. Usually the wide receiver takes off. He might have just given it to him. Forgot about the go part. But opportunistic play by number 5, Sarad Bethany, for Sam Houston to get this ball back. So great job by him.
An illegal blindside block is going to move the line of scrimmage back to the 30. Terrence Harper gets the fake handoff. Myvian Ross will carry the ball across the Sam Houston 35-yard line. Stopped at the 37. Number 40, James Luna, in on the tackle.
Yeah, great little run game, Coach. It's been working in the second quarter for him right
They've
here.
moved the ball, Glenn. They really have, and they've threatened. They've threatened 3 times. They've had been close and just have not anything to show for it. A hard count brings a Bulldog across the line of scrimmage, and he must have made contact, because usually if that's a defensive penalty, it's a free play.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking they were just going to take off down there. number 1, John Peoples. Coach, we got another Sam Houston alum in the chat, baby. They're checking in from everywhere.
Amir Calhoun, a former quarterback here for the Hurricanes, and he's checking in from Illinois.
I imagine it might be a little cold up there right now.
Might be. It's cold here, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, it's 84.
84 isn't that cold for us?
Amir, put that temperature in the chat if you get a chance, bud.
All right. An offsides against the Burbank Bulldogs will move the ball beyond the first down marker. Terrence Harper around Mavion. A little swing pass over to Terrence out in space, and he's not easy to chase down. Breaks a few tackles, evades another couple, and out beyond the 50-yard line before he was eventually tackled by number 8, Aiden Mays.
Yeah, great run by him, Coach. Like you said, we were talking about this earlier, Sam has been in the red zone multiple times. They had the turnover, right? Like they had that little fumble interception deal. They had the turnover on downs. So they're moving the ball, and they're getting into the red zone. They just need to start punching it in once they get there. So they're very much in this game still.
A couple of turnovers, and then the Burbank Bulldogs defense got stout there and held them up inside the 5-yard line. That's a Mavion taking the snap, and again, right up the middle. Glenn, you called that earlier, that the Sam Houston Hurricanes getting some good mileage between the tackles.
Yeah, absolutely. Always good. Hey, that inside run game, if you can establish that as an offense, you got some confidence. You feel good about it, right? Offensive line got a little swagger. They're wearing on those D linemen. 56 degrees. Hey, that's a nice balmy temp. Amir, we appreciate you filling us in, my man. Thank you so much. So 5 wide here, Coach, for the Sam Houston offense.
Mavion, Amir's successor at the Sam Houston quarterback spot, was going to flip that one out again to Terrence Harper. And, boy, he is evasive. A nice 12, 13-yard gain on the play, whatever it is, enough to move the chains and another fresh set of downs for the Sam Houston Hurricanes.
Yeah, great job by Sam. Burbank calling a timeout, Coach. So they might need, that's one of those NBA timeouts. Got to stop that momentum.
And that gives us time to talk about Southside Real Estate Professionals. Southside Real Estate Professionals, we're returning the love that they have given to us. We appreciate them joining our sponsorship team. Newest members of our sponsorship team, Southside Real Estate Professionals, a group of women realtors who all graduated from SAISD and Harlandale ISD schools. These women desire to give back to their community by empowering the next generation. They participate in career days. They look for opportunities to mentor students. They've helped raise money for toys and bikes during Christmas time for children in the area. They support small businesses, but their real estate side of on the real estate side of things, they renovate and invest in homes on the south side. They help sellers get through the process. They offer home buyer and down payment assistance classes and would love to guide you through your next purchase. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or even get approved for a mortgage, they're here to assist you. 210-291-4002, Southside Real Estate Professionals. And do me a favor, tell them that you heard about them from RC Audio Sports. Mavion Ross takes the handoff and looks for some yardage around the left side. Number 44 for the Burbank Bulldogs is Lance Trevino, their leading tackler. And he chases Mavion Ross and tackles him for no gain. Second down and 10, the ball resting at the Burbank 23-yard line.
Yeah, staying in that 5 wide, Coach.
Staying in that 5 wide. Again, Terrence Harper out in space. He's going to make the first guy miss. The second guy comes at him. Little better luck for the second guy than the first guy. A 3-yard gain on the play. A quick jumble over there, not able to get the Burbank number. But a 3-yard gain, anytime you can hold Terrence Harper to 3 yards on that swing pass, I think you've got to call that a success, maybe even less than 3. 3rd down and 8, it looks like. A 3rd down and a long 8 for the Hurricanes, just right outside the red zone. And as we said, they've threatened, just have not, they just don't have a whole lot to show for it. 3 receivers up top, 2 down low. Mavion is going to fake to Terrence, and he's going to go up the middle. He is hit at the 16-yard line and brought down. So that's going to bring a 4th down for the Sam Houston Hurricanes, and trailing 28-6 at the 5-minute mark. We approaching the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. You would expect that this is 4-down territory for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, absolutely. And some good play calling by the Sam Houston offensive staff right here, setting these guys up for success.
Myvian Ross, hard count. He brings the Bulldogs across the neutral zone, so free play. And once again, the Hurricane receiver just not able to bring that pass in.
Oh, yeah, he'd been going to Terrence Harper all drive, Coach, and ended up just dropping that one right there. So I think that, Coach, was 4th down.
It was 4th down, but I thought that the Bulldogs had come across the neutral zone. They must have gotten back in time. No flag.
I guess.
And so the incomplete pass, I think I thought that was going to be offsides against the ball. Obviously, I'm wrong.
Too, Coach.
So, so the ball will go over on downs. The 4th time that the Sam Houston Hurricanes have been in the red zone and come away without anything to show for it.
Yeah, and it's so 28-6 right now. Oops.
Kevin Hernandez takes the snap, and boy, he's going to be dangerous here. A 14-yard gain for Kevin there. That was a quarterback keeper all the way. And a fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 4 trips to the end zone. Here we go, Coach. It's coming again. Tomfoolery and trickery.
Robert Martinez takes the snap this time. The Burbank Bulldogs in a bunch formation, and the Hurricane defense having a tough time lining up to that.
Yeah, they're moving quick, Coach, kind of getting in that little bunch formation.
And that's one of the benefits of the up tempo. It just really doesn't give the defense a whole lot of time to recognize a formation and align to it. So you come out of a first down, quick bunch and go. Kevin Hernandez back at the quarterback spot. He's going to look to his left, but it's a run all the way, and the Hurricanes trying to bring him down. Eventually do, and a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, and to your point, Coach, right there, the personnel is staying the same. They're not having to sub guys on and off. As if the offense subs, they have to give the defense time to respond to it, right? So, hey, we keep our guys in there, line up, makes that defense get even a little bit more pressure put on them. Hey, the cheerleaders are throwing out some footballs right now.
Open the window here. Maybe we can get one of those. So, again, in the bunch formation, and looks like Robert Martinez in the quarterback spot, Wildcat formation, and right up hard running Robert Martinez near midfield before he is brought down.
Yeah, Robert gives a good variety to the running style, right? Like very hard nose, one cut downhill, a little more athleticism from number 20 guy else. They do a good job mixing it up and complementing each other. Might have been a little false start here.
We whistles and flags before the snap. False start against the Bulldogs will move them back 5 yards.
So a lot of good complementary, right? You want to have a lot of athletes, but you want to have those complementary styles, which is what Burbank has, right? They've got those wide receivers a little shifty, squirting around out there. You got a power running back. You got a little more of a speed slashing type guy, and then obviously quarterback can make it happen. Roman Garcia playing wide receiver, playing quarterback. Everybody everywhere.
Everybody everywhere. Kevin Hernandez right back to his traditional spot. The ball is on the turf, and the Bulldogs do well to fall on it and keep possession. Robert Martinez. A shout out real quick to the offensive line for the Burbank Bulldogs who have been winning the surge for most of this evening. Jonathan Marufo and Owen Balagia are guards. Roger Garcia, the center, and Marcos Salas, Jonathan Rosales, the tackles.
Yeah, hey, I love a big body shout out, Coach. Former offensive lineman, I always like to see him get a little love, get a little credit.
You bring that point up, Glenn, when I'd like to visit with you a little bit about one of the philosophies for Coach Mul, maybe after this play. Kevin Hernandez gives a handoff to Robert Martinez, and boy, he has got some speed. He's got some wheels. It just, it's deceiving, the speed that he has. But boy, he is out in the secondary in a hurry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coach Mul likes that. He likes that power clean. And in one of the articles that the San Antonio Express News wrote about, he really emphasizes the power clean in the weight room. I'd like, when we have a second, I'd like for you to tell us what are your thoughts on that lift. Kevin Hernandez with two backs with him. This is a run all the way. Kevin will not be brought down by the first guy. The second guy has no luck either. The Houston Hurricanes chasing him down, and eventually a 4-yard gain on the play. What's What's the big deal about a power clean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Coach. So power clean, right? A beautiful display of athleticism and power in the wear. You got to have that coordination. You got to have the explosion, moving the bar explosively, but then also having enough coordination and athleticism to be in that catch position, create that power, and receive it, which is what you need to do on the football field. And it takes just a good amount of mental toughness, right? Like, hey, you got to know you're going to come, you're going to have explosive hip drive, you're going to put some force into that bar and receive it. It just translates to the field.
And Gail Guerrero will take his second handoff. And Coach Mul in the San Antonio Express News article written earlier this year, David Hinojosa wrote the article. Coach Mul talked about how much he emphasized that lift, and he thought that that was really the lift that was going to give his athletes an advantage. And they certainly look to have a pretty good advantage here this evening. We've got a timeout on the field. The Hurricanes have called it, and we're going to take it with them. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
And we bring you back to the SAISD Sports Complex. 2nd down and 5 for the Burbank Bulldogs. The clock showing 1:22 to go. The handoff goes to Gail Guerrero. He's going to zig and he's going to zag. And he finally being brought down inside the 5-yard line.
Hey, that was a good little run, Coach. He was making things happen and not a lot of space right there. So showing that athleticism in that tight quarters.
And tight quarters, indeed. He was in a phone booth and evading tackles. And, boy, first down and goal for the Burbank Bulldogs. And to add to the compound the Hurricanes' troubles here, remember that it was the Burbank Bulldogs that kicked off to start the game. They're going to receive the kickoff to start the second half. Kevin Hernandez, again, we've seen this in the short yardage, the surge owned by the Burbank offensive line. And Kevin Hernandez finds himself in the end zone again. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, just a lot of bodies up there, Coach. It's just kind of that mass on mass. They're going big on big, driving those guys out of there. Once again, Coach, we've been talking about that power clean, right? It lets you translate all that strength you have into being an explosive athlete, and that's what we're seeing out here.
Sam Holguin, the kicker, getting plenty of action here this evening. The kick through the uprights, the officials tell us it is good. 35-6 is the score. The Burbank Bulldogs in control as we head to the final 39 seconds of the second quarter. You're watching SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Shout out to all you sports fans. This is Desi Martinez with Martinez & Associates, and I'm proud to announce that along with RC Audio Sports, we're starting the coveted Athlete of the Week program. Those athletes are going to be voted on by you. And guess what? Every voter gets a chance to win a $50 gift card from Martinez & Associates simply by entering a valid email address. It's important to note that every Athlete of the Week winner is automatically entered into the Martinez & Associates Athlete of the Year contest, the winner of which is going to receive a cash donation for their school's athletic department. So if you want to vote for your favorite Athlete of the Week, go to martinez-law.com, martinez-law.com, and vote for your favorite athletes.
And we're back at the SAISD Sports Complex. We are late in the second quarter. The Burbank Bulldogs in control here in the first half, 35-6. Their kickoff team is back out on the field, and the Hurricanes hands team expecting another onside kick from the Bulldogs.
Yep, they're gathered up here, Coach. We're going to see what variation we get. Hit them with a little run up. Going to spread out a little bit here. Coach signaling in from the sideline.
Burbank Bulldogs come out of their bunch. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to kick it downfield. A lob over here to the sideline, illegal procedure, a kick out of bounds. The Hurricanes will have the option of having them re-kick or taking the ball 5 yards up from where it went out of bounds. And we'll see what Coach Williams, this looks like pretty good field position. He might just take it right there, +5.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting this ball here on the, maybe the 45, Coach. Looks like they're saying it went out on the 40, so they're going to bump them up.
Bump them up 5 yards from where we're out of bounds. We remind you as we approach halftime here that on RC Audio Sports, we keep our cameras going through the stream, through halftime. We will show both halftime performances in their entirety. Of course, tomorrow, the UIL marching contest. These bands, it'll be their last time that they get to perform in front of a crowd before they go out in front of the UIL judges and try to advance to the area round. Terrence Harper will get a swing pass. It's going to be a double pass downfield. He's got McGowan staying with it. Incomplete is the pass. That was number 19, Treston Zachary. So the Hurricanes pulling out all the stops here. They realize, of course, that to start the second half, it's going to be the Bulldogs that are going to start on offense.
Yeah, Coach. Treston Zachary, good job turning into a little defender there, not let that football get picked off. So good heads-up play by him. Sam Houston trying to sneak one in here, trying to get some points on the board before Burbank gets that possession to start the second half.
So the snap again to Mavion, a screen pass here. It's Terrence Harper. He's got some he's got some green grass, green turf out there in front of him, out to the 40-yard line. We'll have a timeout while they move the chains, but the Hurricanes out of timeouts now. The clock at 19 seconds, and we'll start ticking as soon as the chains are in place. Mavion's ready to go. The Hurricanes ready to go. We've got a timeout on the field. It's the Burbank Bulldogs who are calling that timeout. You were watching SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Once in a lifetime, we stand in the spotlight. The world waits on our next move. Got the keys to the kingdom, tasting the freedom. So what are we gonna do? Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna bring us down.
After a Bulldog timeout, the Hurricanes are ready to snap the ball again. Mavion asking for it, looking downfield. Still on this side of the line of scrimmage, and he will find a receiver, number 21, Jermaine Carson. Again, enough for a first down, so it'll stop the clock just momentarily, and the buzzer goes off. And the officials will tell us that is the first half. We're going to go to halftime now. The Bulldogs leading 35-6. When we come back from the break, we will enjoy both halftime performances in their entirety with you. Don't go too far.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
And we're back at the SAISD Sports Complex. It's the halftime. The Sam Houston Hurricane marching band is ready to take the field. We are going to drop my mic down. We're going to pick up the PA. And we're going to enjoy halftime performances with you.
Evening of excitement. So if you're ready to have a good time,
some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to help me welcome the 2024-2025 Sam Houston Twisters to the field. On this evening, the Twisters are ready to give you a performance, and they're going to be giving you a timeless classic. Has anybody heard of Star Point? Just our side, we understand. We're going to give you a Star Point classic entitled Object of My Desire. One more time for the Sam Houston Twisters. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me get down to the good nitty and gritty from the east side of 2-1 with the pride is overflowing, the most imitative but never duplicated band in the city. You already know who it is, the most comfortable, magnificent, fabulous, fantastic, and oh, Sam Houston Marching Band. Now listen, twice tonight, before UIL and all on the field, we leaving it right here. We standing our business, you hear? We're going to give you a show where we're going to give you something new, something old, and something in between. So, man, give it to me. We give you TikTok classics of summer 2024.
You win? You're shaking your head yes, girl.
Big shout out to the color guard on this evening. way, solve a way, or maybe not a solve a way. If you get my drift, we got to give you some Stevie Wonder on this evening. To hear what you're doing. So when you talk quietly, you can come out good and gracious in the end. Some love. Snap your fingers one time. Yeah. Cause you know it's a tuba thing, shout it. To you, the UIL, things seen and unseen, if you know what I mean. All right now, ladies and gentlemen, now listen, we're going to leave on a positive note. So before I do leave, I will leave you with these words of wisdom. One, we wish nothing but the best, not only to the Hurricanes as we perform on tomorrow evening at the UIL competition, but also to the Bulldogs. We wish you all the best, love and prosperity on this evening, but I do gotta leave you with my words as well. Keep watching. The best is yet to come. Put some respect on our name. Stay in your lane. Try to speed if it won't be no traffic. If you're gonna get in my lane, put your blink on. Mind your business. Mind your edges. Drink water. And lastly, since the season is changing, baby, please, wear lotion or baby oil. Nobody likes an ask a hater. I've been the voice. I love you, and I'm out.
No halftime show like the Sam Houston Hurricane Marching Band halftime show. Enjoyed that thoroughly, and we wish the Hurricanes all the best tomorrow afternoon at the UIL marching contest. The Hurricanes are off the field. The Burbank Bulldog Marching Band is getting their percussion section in and some other props. We're going to take a real quick break, and when we come back, we're going to enjoy the Burbank Bulldog Marching Band.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And before the Burbank Marching Band takes the field, we're going to have a short performance by the junior campers cheer and dance group for the Burbank Bulldogs, who attended a junior clinic here recently, and the reward for that is to come out and perform in front of the community. We're going to do that here. We are going to bring my mic down. We're going to pick up the PA mic, and we're going to enjoy this halftime show.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, we feature the pride of the South Side, the Burbank Orange Jackets and the Mighty Bulldog Band. Orange Jacket cheer captain is Miss Iris Hernandez, and co-captain Elizabeth Garcia, and social officers Lily Acosta. Your Orange Jacket dance team officers are Colonel Ariel Huerta, Lieutenant Colonel Valerie Ariano, and Major Charlie Zamaron. Dance team social officers are Leslie Ortiz, Bianca Segundo. Pep squad officers are Kyla Montes, Veronica Cortez, and Melina Davis. Your dancer of the week is Tishane Brown. Your cheerleader of the week is Amaya Zapata. And your pep squad member of the week is Camila Garza. Tonight, our varsity dance team has a special feature performing with their mini OJs tonight. once again our varsity dance team and our mini OJs. And now, tonight, the Mighty Bulldogs Band will be performing their 2024 UIL marching show entitled Tales of Arabia. Our section of the week are the tubas, and our marcher of the week is Hector Cabrera. And under the field direction of Head Drum Major Carlos Hano, Assistant Drum Major Diego Lopez, and Color Guard Captain is Diana Rodriguez. marching band from the field direction, and Mr. Federico Cardenas, Mr. Victor Naranjo, Mr. Jose Ramirez, and our friend ensemble director, Mr. Inudin. Our executive director is Mr. Justin Longoria. Burbank KROTC Bulldog Battalion is under Army Instructor First Sergeant Retired Paul W. Russell, and Captain Eric Anderson. Our principal is Mr. Luis Alamante, assistant principals from the Community Center, Eric Sanchez, and Flora Gerard, and Mr. Mark Mendoza. Our school board representative is Mr. Arthur Valdez. And on behalf of the Burbank community, we would like to wish both these bands tomorrow as they compete in this year's 2024 UIL Marching Contest. Good luck to both, and go Bulldogs!
And we can certainly chime in on that as well. We wish the Burbank Marching Band, the Sam Houston Marching Band, all the best at the UIL Marching Competition tomorrow afternoon. We certainly have enjoyed their halftime performances every time that we have streamed. The Burbank Bulldogs through their run-through, out on their sideline, 35-6 is the score. Sam Houston Hurricanes coming to their sideline for the second half. As you recall, the Burbank Bulldogs won the coin toss and deferred their option to the second half. And with that option, they will be receiving the kickoff here. So a 35-6 lead for the Burbank Bulldogs, and their offense will be on the field to start the second half.
Coach, we saw, obviously, Burbank doing their thing in the first half. Number 4, Matt Reyna, the senior wide receiver. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Kevin Hernandez obviously throwing both of those. They've been mixing up the offense. Kevin Hernandez has been carrying the ball. Number 7, Robert Martinez was carrying the ball. Number 20, Gael Guerrero was carrying the ball. They were mixing it up. They had that big body package working, that Rhino package. They've been working their quick snap offense. They have the big play. They throw everybody in there. They move the ball quickly. That's been the story for the Burbank Bulldogs. And then for Sam Houston, it's really been a story about they've been in position to score, right? They've had 4 trips to the red zone, unable to walk away with touchdowns or field goals for any of those. So you got to think if they had scored those, hey, that's 28 points that they left out on the field somewhere, right? So, but the offense, as far as Sam Houston is concerned, that inside run game has been working really well, running in the A-gaps, right? And then getting the ball out of Mavion Franklin Ross's hands, giving him plays that he feels confidence with. We've seen the screen plays be successful. He's been feeding the ball to his number 1 target, Terrence Hopper, the senior wide receiver. So if I'm Sam Houston, my offense is doing good things. We just need to capitalize when we get into the red zone.
Finish the drives, and not to add insult to injury here, but one of those drives there where the Hurricanes were in the red zone, it was a 14-point turnaround essentially as the fumble was returned for a kickoff as the Hurricanes were set to score. Izzy Zapata has taken the kickoff, and we have seen the damage that he can do when he gets the kickoff right down the sideline. He'll stay inbounds across the 50, and a penalty marker as he was hit out of bounds, so you can expect another 15 yards to be tacked on to the end of the play. It looks like the end of the play was at the Hurricane 43-yard line. So let's take that 15 yards further, and that will be inside the Hurricane 30-yard line.
Great job by Izzy on that kickoff return. Coach, something you said in the pregame that impressed me was that he is averaging 20 yards per catch, which is ridiculous. A fifth of the football field every time you get the football in your hands is crazy. And now he has 10 out of the 14 touchdowns that Kevin Hernandez has thrown. So he's putting together a heck of a year. That's why he is an SA Sports All-Star selection this year, along with Kevin from the Burbank Bulldogs football team. So good to see those two guys. They've been putting in a lot of effort. Good to see them getting some recognition here in the area.
Absolutely. Izzy Zapata draws a lot of attention, and probably one of the defensive coordinators high at the top of their checklist is to just keep him covered. And, of course, the other receivers in the receiving corps will benefit from that, from all the attention that Izzy Zapata gets. But you've seen on a couple of kickoff returns just how dynamic he is with the ball in his hands. A 2-yard gain on the Burbank Bulldogs' first play from scrimmage to start the second half will give them a 2nd and 8. And a quick bunch to the right here. Kevin Hernandez will follow the bunch. The Hurricanes will follow him into the line of scrimmage. A nice gain on the play for Kevin, and that bunch formation is just giving the Hurricane defense trouble all evening long.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been running it to perfection, Coach. Last week when we were here, Highlands had that little tush-push that they were working, and now Burbank's got this little bunch formation here. So we're seeing some good, and they're running a lot of stuff out of that play too. So they've got some good formations. They got their athletes mixing it up.
Roman Garcia and Gail Guerrero in the backfield with Kevin. The fake stop route, he's going to send his receiver deep. Kevin Hernandez buying some time, and then I thought he was going to run out of bounds, but I should know better. Kevin Hernandez is not going to run out of bounds, and he's going to get every yard that he possibly can. He's inside the 20-yard line. The Bulldogs in the red zone again, and threatening to score.
Nice job by Kevin keeping that play alive. He was scrambling around back there. You saw him directing his wide receivers. Couldn't see anything he liked, so he kept it himself.
Gail Guerrero will get the handoff, and he's going to try to get around the right side of the offensive line. He's brought down by number 1 for the Sam Houston Hurricanes is John Peoples.
Yeah, nice. Solid. Hey, the Sam Houston defense has been doing a good job wrapping up. Those secondary guys not afraid to tackle. Kevin Hernandez gotten loose a few times, broken through some arm tackles, but overall they're doing a good job of wrapping up, bringing guys to the ground when they get contact.
You know, Glenn, a lot of times you think of Burbank or you think of Sam Houston this year, and offense is the first thing that comes to mind, but they've got some outstanding defenses. Oh, the shuffle pass goes to Roman Garcia, a flag back here behind the line of scrimmage, however. And second time that we've seen the little shovel pass for the Burbank Bulldogs get some nice yardage.
Yeah, that was a slick little play. It's going to be holding, Coach, on the offensive line right there. One of those big offensive linemen that was pulling around. Got a little jersey pull on those D linemen. But, yeah, hey, that's a nice little scheme. I like they pull the guard, a little shovel pass.
The referee tells us that it was holding, and that'll be a 10-yard penalty from the point of the infraction. We'll bring the ball back to the 28-yard line.
We've been seeing that fly sweep motion, Coach, that jet sweep, and now they kind of give it to them in a little different variety. So just keeping the formation the same, right, and then giving you different looks out of it.
Kevin Hernandez again alone in the backfield. He's going to look downfield. Roman Garcia is the intended receiver, but it is broken up. It looked like there was some contact before the it was Terrence Harper that was bringing it back, and boy, he is just driven out of bounds. That was Kevin Hernandez taking out his frustration on that interception on the tackle and just drove Terrence Harper about 7 yards out of bounds beyond the sideline.
Yeah, I think Terrence might have been a little early, Coach. I think you saw
Well, there was some contact, but there's a conversation here, which means that there may be an official that is no flag. Yeah, it was.
Right.
Terrence Harper was coming in. There was contact before the. The catch, but he was moving in to make the catch, and so incidental contact it is, and not interference. It will be waved off.
Good job by the Sam Houston defense, Coach. We talked about at the end of the first half how Burbank was going to get this football back. It was going to be another chance for them to have that free kind of possession, right? And so great job by Sam Houston. Not only getting the stop, but forcing the turnover. I think their first turnover of the game probably for the Sam Houston Hurricane defense here. So great work.
So a tunnel screen it is to number 4, Demand Goods. The first time we have called his name this evening. He was really a highlight reel in himself for the last time that we had a Sam Houston game, just last week against Lanier. But that's the first time that I've called Goods' name here tonight. He is also a dynamic wide receiver. One more time out to the sideline again, unable to get that number. We'll get it for you in a minute, but he is beyond the first down marker. That's either Good or Harper.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. That was number 3, Terrence Harper.
Terrence Harper, who had just got the interception. So the Hurricanes giving the Bulldogs a dose of their own medicine, letting them into the red zone, and then getting the takeaway. So the Bulldogs get close and unable to score. The Hurricanes now on the march. Straight quarterback keeper. They're right up the middle. As you said earlier in the game, Glenn, the Hurricanes have had some success between tackles, and they're going to go right back to it.
Yeah, this is a good drive for them, Coach. They're moving. They're not getting to third down. They're converting before they get to third down. So this is what they started to put together towards the end of the second quarter, so it's good to see them out here running this offense smooth at the beginning of the third.
Ross, again, the lone man in the Hurricanes backfield, but they bring a receiver across in a jet sweep fashion. It's Terrence Harper, and boy, is he evasive. Looked like they had him sealed off, and he turns it upfield, and looks like another first down for the Hurricanes. Number 40, James Luna, on the tackle there for the Burbank Bulldogs.
Yeah, great job by Terrence. He's really a good utility player for them, Coach. Like you've been saying, he's doing the fly sweeps, he's getting the screens. They're feeding him the ball because he's making things happen for him.
Myvion, quick pass out. Oh, little confusion there.
Got a little screen, we got a little blocking. We're trying to catch who's blocking.
Little confusion there. I don't know that the trips formation knew exactly who was blocking and who was taking the screen. It looked like all three of them were blocking, and none of them were looking for the pass there. The Hurricanes are going to bring a back into the backfield with Myvion. Myvion looking downfield, RPO, run pass option, and flag being thrown by the umpire back here in the backfield.
You know, Coach, I was thinking, you just said we got 3 wide receivers, all of them blocking, none of them catching, and that's not something you hear a lot.
Yeah.
You know, which is
Good point, yeah.
kind of sometimes that might not be a bad problem to have. At least your wide receivers are out there blocking. Normally, it's the other way around.
It certainly isn't, and it's that's a valid point. We have brought up we've made that point on several previous Hurricane streams that their wide receiving core they're really very good blockers, unselfish and very good blockers out here on the perimeter.
Yeah, they've been running that screen game. Those boys getting after the blocking in that indie period. They're spending some time out there working that stock blocking, working on the bags, the shields, and it's paying off out here.
Myvion Ross again, all alone in the backfield, calls for the snap, and he's gonna. Again, RPO a little bit downfield. He's got a receiver, number 21. It is Jermaine Carson, who's had some nice plays here this evening.
That was a beautiful one-handed catch.
Way
Coach.
up there, boy, way up there.
He was running. A great job by him, kind of running across the field. Had to get vertical real quick. Snagged it. Odell Beckham Jr.-esque catch right there, Coach. So nice work by him.
That was an Odell catch for sure. Staying with the same formation, right up the middle. Myvion Ross finds some green turf there, and all the way inside the 40-yard line, and he's going to run out of bounds. A fresh set of downs for the Hurricanes. Marching again. The Hurricanes have been able to move the ball all evening long, not to belabor the point, but they just have not been able to seal the deal on several of their drives. But moving the ball has not been a problem for the Hurricanes offense.
Yeah,
Scoring has.
That was a good play call. Burbank brought number 44, Lance Trevino, on a blitz from the outside, and Myvion did a great job just scooting right where he left from and getting that yardage.
Terrence Harper is going to get the jet sweep, and he's going to try to round the corner. He does. He's going to turn it upfield, and he will be run out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Terrence doing a good job stretching.
He's using how many yards?
All 53 and a third, baby. Yes, sir.
53 and a third yards.
He needed that third, too.
It looked like it was going to be a tackle for about a 7-yard loss, but Terrence Harper, he knows how wide that field is. He's using all 53 and a third yards.
Yeah,
that
was a great
well,
job.
We're getting a signal here. It's a personal foul against the Bulldogs and personal foul against the Hurricanes. So those 2 penalties will offset. The question here now is, what's going to get marked off here if they're offsetting? The question here is, was it after the play or before the play? If it was before the play, it's going to nullify the play and will replay first down. It was after the play. They should have let the play stand. So obviously those personal fouls happened. They were live ball personal fouls. And 1st and 10, again, Myvion in the pocket, looking over to the sideline, and he's got a receiver. It looks like number 4. Is that what you're seeing?
Yes, sir.
Demand Good out there, a big part of this drive. So inside the 20 in the red zone again. We'll see if the Hurricanes are able to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, they're Getting in there, Coach, doing a good job. We've seen that play a few times. They run everybody out of there, and then Damon is by himself using his athleticism to get down the field.
Myvian Ross takes the snap and looked like that was designed to go through the A-gap. Didn't like what he saw, so he bounces it out, and a good choice by Myvian. We were talking, Bobby and I, who had the game last week, we were talking about so many good decisions that Ross makes. He's just a sophomore, but he's able to, he just got a lot of football savvy in him, and he knows when to extend the play, he knows when to throw it away, he knows when to take a risk on it. He knows for a young quarterback, knowing the difference between first down and third down is a big deal, and Myvian Ross really seems to have mastered that already in his early in his career. He'll take the snap. He's going to fake the jet sweep and right up the middle, but that big Burbank Bulldog defense there to stymie him. It is Ryan Vasquez right there, and number 40 is James Luna, who's been in on several tackles already this half.
Yeah, James Luna been hustling out there, Coach. We've been calling his name a lot. So
ball hawk.
Yes, sir. He might be trying to get a consideration for that Martinez and Associates Player of the Game.
And why not? Let's consider him, James Luna. Let's give him some consideration there. 3rd and about 3. Myvian quarterback draw this time, right up the middle. Looks like Ryan Vasquez got just enough jersey and a pullback, a little bit of reaping the rewards of all that work at the power clean there. He pulls Myvian Ross down. So
he did.
The down markers the first down marker is down, so that means it's a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Here comes a rush. Myvian Ross will avoid it, and he's going to get brought down from behind. But still a gain for him. Number 24, it was Eric Govea who was who scored the touchdown on that fumble recovery.
That's right, Coach. Speaking of possible defensive players of the game, that's another one right
That's
there.
another one. Eric Govea did. Lance Trevino's had a good night as well. So a lot of defenders here to consider here as we move through the game. 2nd and goal, the ball resting at the 3-yard line. And Jermaine Carson takes the play action fake, and the man good was the intended receiver, but covered well, and the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, a little bit behind him, Coach, right? That play action, they faked it, and then he's coming in on that quick slant. That's a tough catch, and that's also a tough throw to lead your wide receiver on that quick slant because you got to squeeze it in.
Exactly, a quick slant, but the play action, boy, that's a tough play to execute here. The handoff is faked. Myvian Ross is going to throw that ball away, and he's got a receiver in the end zone.
Look at that.
He's just going to toss that up, and who is that?
That was number 3, Coach.
Number 3, that's Terrence Harper. Man, oh man, Myvian Ross on a 3rd down takes a chance and throws that ball into the end zone, and that is a touchdown for the Hurricanes. I see a lot of conversation there, but I don't see a flag. Here comes the referee to tell us that there is a flag. The points are up on the board. Let's see what I see the flag now at the 14-yard line. It seems like that's a flag. Personal foul, horse collar.
Oh.
And so that will probably be assessed at the kickoff. The points are on the board, 35-12. The Hurricanes have scored and now lined up for a 2-point conversion here.
Maybe on set, hey, I know my man, number 3, Terrence Harper's down there somewhere. I'm going to lay it up, and he's going to make a play. And sure enough, Terrence came through for him.
Myvian again, a little bit of a wheel route, and Terrence Harper again. Myvian Ross, Terrence Harper is the connection here on this drive. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion for the Hurricanes. You're watching SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we bring you back to SAISD Sports Complex. The Hurricanes have just scored. It was Terrence Harper who bookended that drive. He got the interception to keep the Burbank Bulldogs out of the end zone once they had gotten into the red zone. And then at the other end of the complex here. He scores a touchdown and scores the 2-point conversion. So a big drive for the Hurricanes and Terrence Harper. The horse collar indeed is assessed at the kickoff. So the Hurricanes will be kicking off from the Burbank 45-yard line, and you would expect here again with the score here that there would be some type of an onside attempt. And it's going to be a squibber downfield.
Coach Terrence also kicked the ball off. So
And
interception, touchdown, 2-point conversion. While he's at it, gonna go ahead and kick it off.
A jack of all trades.
He might
there.
stay and play a little more DB, Coach. Who
There
knows?
you go. Well, he's going to stay in there. He's certainly the safety, and he'll stay on the field as he does. I believe that was number 7, Robert Martinez, that was returning the kickoff for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will start this drive from their own 25-yard line. Kevin Hernandez ready to take the snap, and he's going to hand it off.
Good work by the Sam Houston D-line right there. That's big number 90. We haven't seen him yet today. Zamarion Franks, the junior D lineman at that defensive tackle.
Robert Martinez, the ball carrier, meets the Hurricane wall.
They got some big D linemen, Coach. They got number 8 out there. It's pretty big. It looks like it's Omarie Martinez, number 2. No, excuse me. That's it looks like it's a number 2 on defense as well. But these guys got some length on them, Coach.
Good-sized defense for the Hurricanes. A jet sweep. It's Matthew Reyna, who's already scored a couple of touchdowns. He avoids the first tackler and dives forward near the first down marker. It looks like about a yard shy of it. So 3rd down and 1. Up-tempo, what would you expect? A bunch formation. And Bulldogs lining up. Kevin Hernandez asking for the snap. I beg your pardon. Robert Martinez asking for the snap. And once again, it's the Burbank offensive line winning the surge and getting across the first down marker.
Antonio Canada right there, the senior linebacker, Coach, getting in there for Sam Houston. Here it comes again, Coach.
Here it comes again. After every first down, you can expect a lot of up-tempo. Robert Martinez again in the Wildcat formation, off tackle, and a big 8-yard gain for Martinez. They're not taking their foot off the gas pedal. They're coming right back. This time it's going to be Kevin Hernandez is going to take the snap. He's asking Robert to get back in that bunch formation, and he's going to roll right. Roman Garcia is trying to get downfield. Kevin Hernandez will get every inch that he possibly can before he goes out of bounds.
Hey, Robert lost his visor, Coach. He lost his glove. He lost his visor. He's got one glove on. He's giving Michael Jackson a little shout out right here. He's trying to keep it together.
Roman Garcia trying to get behind the defense, and he's gonna take the play with one glove on and one glove off, visorless, and an 8-yard gain on the play. We've got a little extracurricular activity going on downfield here, and flag quickly thrown.
Robert's probably thankful. He's like, thank God I can get half my equipment back.
There you go.
He's holding on to his mouthpiece. That's it. That's all he's got.
Little break in the action. The officials discussing this. I think the question is going to be is it going to be one of those both ways personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, or was there a clear culprit here? This is how up-tempo the Bulldogs are. The officials discussing the penalty, and they're lined up and ready to run a play.
They're ready, baby.
So here we go. Personal foul against the Hurricanes. Personal foul against the Bulldogs, and they will offset each other.
Those penalties will offset.
Lots of offsetting penalties today, Coach. They haven't really had that much of an effect because they've been offsetting, but there's been quite a few.
So live ball fouls, obviously, because the ball is being brought back to the 42-yard line. We're going to reset, and Robert Martinez goes back to the Wildcat. Looks for some blocking from that bunch, but he's not going to get any yardage. Number 16, Antonio Canada, who's been a player of the game for us in a previous game we streamed, up at the line of scrimmage, meeting Robert Martinez.
Yeah, Coach, and we heard Coach talk about it right at the beginning of the game. On the second half, we start to wear on him a little bit.
Bunch going the other way. Roman Garcia hands the ball off to Robert Martinez. He's going to end up with the ball one way or another, and a big 7-yard gain on the play. Kevin Hernandez has lost his helmet, so he's going to have to come out for a play. The Burbank sideline right on it, and sending the substitute in. That's number 88, Edward Palomo. So Kevin Hernandez out of the game. Robert Martinez will take the snap. He'll follow the bunch, and the Hurricanes will follow Martinez. Tackled by number 2, Javon Reese, from the backside.
Yeah, good job by him. Coach Mul, he likes to move aggressively in the second half. He told us about it. He wants to see how conditioned and how willing the other team is to play at their tempo. So 4th and short, big body formation, Coach.
Big body, Ramsey, Chavarria coming out, Ryan Vasquez coming out. And
bringing in the senior linebacker, Ezra Mays, to play fullback.
There you go.
A little timeout here, maybe. Oh, we're separate. We're spreading out a little bit. Oh, they got to give the defense time to substitute since the offense substituted.
And a measurement, which is very rare. Glenn, this might be the first. This might be the first measurement. You know, one of the objectives for officials was to speed the game up a little bit, and you'll see a lot of close calls being made by the side judge and just moving the chains. I honestly think this is the first measurement that I have seen all year long.
I agree. Yeah, me too. Actually, now that you mention it. Bring out the chains. Let's see what we're looking like here.
It was close, but it was short.
4th down and 1 for the Bulldogs.
So 4th down and 1, the PA announcer tells us, but I'm going to split hairs here, and I think it's 4th down and a little bit less than 1. Maybe 1 foot.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe the width, the length of the football.
The length of the football, exactly. What is the length of the football?
See, that I don't know, actually, Coach. I'm going to, you know what, now I feel I'm going to have to get on it. Testing my knowledge up here.
53 and 30 yards across the field. We need to know what the length of the football is. 4th and short, you know, we've seen the offensive line here for the Burbank Bulldogs own this situation as they have won the surge each time that they've had to do this in short yardage situations.
They're right to it, baby.
Kevin Hernandez with Gail Guerrero in the backfield with him. Ryan underneath the center. He's going to take the snap or try to draw. Oh, we got
we'll see what he got.
Yes, there you go. It's a false start against the Burbank Bulldogs. Ryan Vasquez came in and set up under center. The Hurricanes were in the neutral zone, but the official says that it was the Burbank Bulldogs that drew them. I've seen Ryan Vasquez actually run that play in a quarterback sneak fashion. So the defensive end, that would have been the 5th Burbank Bulldogs to take a snap. So talk about being creative and innovative. 5, you know, that would have been the 5th. He was in position to get the snap, but 4 different Burbank Bulldogs have taken the snap here this evening. So 4th and 6 now. The Bulldogs will still go for it. Got a timeout.
Yeah,
the Bulldogs. It looked like we were going to see something like a swinging gate there, but Coach Mul is going to think twice about it. Let me tell our viewers a little bit about Southside Real Estate Professionals. Southside Real Estate Professionals, the newest members of our sponsorship team, a group of women realtors, all who are graduates of SAISD and Harlandale ISD. They are real estate professionals who really desire to give back to the communities. They've done many different things for their communities, among them raising money for bikes and toys for kids in their area. They will help you buy a house, they'll help you sell a house, and even more than that, they have classes that they will offer you if you'd like to learn more about the process. Southside Real Estate Professionals.
All right, Coach, here we go. 4th and 5.
4th and 5, and got a little bit of a swinging gate formation right here in the middle of the field. Kevin Hernandez is going to take advantage of the open. There you go. Take advantage of that open field on this side. And the receivers over here on this side just ran their defenders off. There was nobody to fill the space behind them. and Kevin Hernandez gets a first down.
Yeah, a lot of times you see that in the passing game, coach. They'll overload one side, leave a guy by himself, try to throw that fade. Same concept here, right? Everybody goes to the left side of the field, gives Kevin plenty of space to run into the right.
Kevin will take the snap, and he's going to give this one to Robert Martinez, and we've seen what he can do in the open field. He's got speed and he's got power.
Hey, I think Robert might have a little more strength with that one glove off, coach. He's feeling more connected to the football.
I don't know. That's an arguable point because he had a lot of strength with both of them on.
That's true.
So Robert again in the Wildcat formation, and look at him just get underneath the shoulder pads and continue to drive. And inside the 10-yard line as the third quarter expires. 35-14, you're watching the high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. Come back for the fourth quarter.
La familia no es una cosa importante, es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to SAISD.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube is privileged to bring you all 18 games scheduled here at the SAISD Sports Complex. It's unbelievable that we're already in week 8 of the season, Glenn, but here we are. We thank SAISD for giving us this opportunity. It is our joy to do this. The second is short. Robert Martinez will take the snap, and he looks to have gotten beyond the first down marker to about the 5-yard line. The Hurricane defense trying to hold on here and keeping them out of the end zone, but Robert Martinez is tough to stop. He didn't quite get far enough, so it's third. Oh, yes, he did. There goes the first down marker to the turf, and
here comes that Rhino package.
Here comes the Rhino package.
Big number 68 is going to get in here as well. That's Jude Herrera, the senior offensive lineman, coming in.
I saw 75 Israel Reyes in there as well. It's Kevin Hernandez who will take this snap. It looks like Gail Guerrero behind him. Ryan Vasquez will fill the void behind the center. Kevin Hernandez is not going to be denied. Touchdown, Burbank.
Great run by him. Broke a couple tackles, kept his legs moving. Getting into
Belateas getting us the replay, and you see Ryan Vasquez come in and get in behind the center as Kevin Hernandez takes the shotgun snap, and he adds to the Hurricane woes. And the Burbank offensive line has really won that surge every time they've needed to.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. They've been doing a great job. Those big bodies up front.
Sam Ogeen through the uprights is good. Flags are thrown. And it looks like it was offsides against the Hurricanes. The referee looks over to Coach Mul. He says he's going to decline that.
Yeah, so like you were saying, Coach, that big offensive line, Jonathan Marufo, Owen Balagia, Roger Garcia, Marcos Salas, and Jonathan Rosales. Pretty senior heavy, Coach. There's one junior, one sophomore on there. So those 3 seniors up front leading the way for their team and for this offense.
And leading the way also, Presidio Concrete leading the way in business since 2021. They can handle any concrete job that you have, large or small. You're a homeowner that needs a porch, or if you're a San Antonio Zoo that needs a gorilla enclosure, they can do either. They can do anything in between. Hector Gonzalez, Greg Gutierrez are the owners of this company. 3 years in business, and boy, have they made a mark. they did the work at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Judson ISD, and I'm not kidding about the gorilla enclosure. They are currently working on the doing the concrete work for the gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo. So that should give you an idea of just how versatile they are. Their phone number is 210-784-7222. Hector Gonzalez is going to answer that phone call. When he answers, let him know that you heard about Presidio Concrete on RC Audio Sports. We couldn't do what we could not do what we do without our sponsors, and we're thankful for every single one of them.
Looks like we got a new kicker in, Coach. This might be number 84.
That's Samuel Holguin, and he's going to go high left, and it's going to go out of bounds. So again, illegal procedure, kicking out of bounds, and that will be brought back to the 30-yard line, I believe, if it goes out of bounds inside the 25.
Lots of field position, Coach, starting in the 30s and the 40s with those onside kicks, right? And then kind of these illegal procedures. So a lot of non-traditional starting field position, I guess I would say, happening in this game, but hasn't really affected either side too much. It's kind of been business as usual. Same thing with the penalties. We've seen a decent amount of penalties. They've been offsetting. The offenses have been overcoming them. Quarterback going to talk to his guys real quick.
Zytrell Furrow in the backfield with Myvion Ross. And we'll see if the Hurricanes can put back-to-back scoring drives together. Myvion extends the play. He's got a receiver downfield, but he's going to overthrow him. His favorite target tonight has been Terrence Harper, and boy, he just came within inches of connecting there. That would have been a nice play if you were rooting for the Hurricanes.
Got a flag again, Coach.
Looking for the white hat so he can tell us what it's all about. He looks over to Coach Mul, and Coach Mul says that we're going to decline that. Ineligible receiver downfield is the call, and Coach Mul would rather take the results of the play, which is incomplete, make it 2nd down and 10. Instead of 1st and 15, he's going to take 2nd and 10 here. So still at the 30-yard line, Myvion in the empty set backfield will take the snap. He's looking downfield, a quick pass to Demand Good, and again, just out of reach. Myvion just a little bit off tonight, and that might have something to do with the pressure that he's getting from the Burbank Bulldogs. Ramsey Chavarria, you were talking about length for the Sam Houston Hurricane defense. Ramsey Chavarria's got some length as well.
Absolutely. That ball floated on him a little bit, Coach. He's just kind of elevated a little bit more than he wanted it to.
You got to get it over that 6-foot or 6'1" defensive end. You know, it's hard to get it back down. Way downfield, he's looking for Demand Good once again, and just out of reach and incomplete. So 3 incomplete passes for the Hurricanes on this drive. Looks like 4th down and 10, and they're going to have to punt this ball away.
Yeah, like Coach Williams talked about, right? 2 blocked punts. Burbank blocked 2 of their punts last year, and that was something he wanted to see get cleaned up. So I believe this is the first time we've seen Sam Houston punt. Well,
they're
maybe not.
They're a regular formation. Of course, we've seen some of these hybrid punt formations where you can still punt out of a shotgun formation. We've got a timeout on the field. It's the Hurricanes who have called it. We're going to take a timeout with them. SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Shout out to all you sports fans. This is Desi Martinez with Martinez and Associates, and I'm proud to announce that along with RC Audio Sports, we're starting the coveted Athlete of the Week program. Those athletes are going to be voted on by you. And guess what? Every voter gets a chance to win a $50 gift card from Martinez and Associates simply by entering a valid email address. It's important to note that every Athlete of the Week winner is automatically entered into the Martinez and Associates Athlete of the Year contest, the winner of which is going to receive a cash donation for their school's athletic department. So if you want to vote for your favorite Athlete of the Week, go to martinez-law.com, martinez-law.com, and vote for your favorite athlete.
Upon further consideration, the Hurricanes decide that they're going to punt this. Terrence Harper is the punter. This punt is going to reach about midfield and take a nice Sam Houston bounce over to the Burbank 40. 1 yard line before it is blown dead. The Burbank Bulldogs will take possession. We've got about 10.5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. The Bulldogs in control, 42-14 is the score. You know, the Bulldogs still have Brack, Edison, and Lanier to go, Glenn. But this was a big game on the schedule, and you know it has been since 1978 that the Burbank Bulldogs have won a district championship.
Yeah, it's been a while. Hey, I just saw earlier, Coach, we got a Burbank graduate of 1980, so he was around when that championship happened. So they want to get another one. New quarterbacks in, by the way, Coach. Well,
that's Roman Garcia.
One of several quarterbacks.
One of several. That's right. One of the 4 or 5 exactly. Roman Garcia actually is the backup quarterback. And last year, Coach Mul experimented with Roman Garcia at the quarterback spot and moving Kevin Hernandez over there into the slot. Trying to figure out an offense where you could give that athlete Kevin Hernandez as many touches as possible. Roman Garcia is a sophomore. Gail Guerrero gets the handoff, and he is through the Hurricane defense across midfield to the 44-yard line. But back to Roman Garcia as a freshman, he was a starting quarterback on those games when Coach Mul was experimenting with that lineup. Still only a sophomore, and you know it's almost plug and play. You can't. Kevin Hernandez is special, but when Roman Garcia comes, you don't lose that much. He's got a great arm. He's very accurate, and if you make him run, he's got wheels as well. So, still a sophomore. Kevin Hernandez, of course, scheduled to graduate this year, and Roman Garcia, the heir apparent for this offense. Gail Guerrero again, right up the middle, and boy, what a stable of running backs that the Burbank Bulldogs have. Gail Guerrero was our player of the game the last time we streamed a Burbank game.
That's right. Yeah, he had a heck of a game that week. So, yeah, number 88 is in there as well, Coach. Edward Palomo. He's been getting some playing time in and out this year, so good to see him in there as well. Number 17 as well, Luke Guerrero, the other senior wide receiver on the very far side of your screen.
Izzy Zapata up there on the numbers away from us. The Burbank Bulldogs are going to keep it on the ground, and why not when you've got a stable of running backs like Gail Guerrero and Robert Martinez, who, speaking of, is coming back into the huddle.
Yeah, big number 77, Roger Garcia. In the chat earlier, they said Roger's been playing varsity football since he was a freshman, and that is pretty impressive.
I can vouch for that. This is a special senior class here for the Burbank Bulldogs. Of course, Kevin Hernandez as well, playing since he was a freshman. If I'm not mistaken, Izzy Zapata was on the varsity squad as a freshman as well. Right up the middle, Robert Martinez. Boy, it doesn't take him long to get a head of steam going, and not an easy back to bring down.
Yeah, absolutely. There's those two going back and forth. They got a lot of momentum when they're running. That's a lot of body for this Sam Houston defense to tackle. Second and short. Taking their time a little bit here, Coach, towards the end of the fourth quarter.
Hold on. Taking their time.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. There's what's happening. I'm not sure.
Well, certainly the clock in their favor now, and chewing up that time, it's certainly going to work in their favor. Look at Robert Martinez again. Boy, just banging it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job by Robert, right? He's kind of been doing that. He's been doing that work. The work that you probably won't see very many flashy, right, stats from him. His numbers are going to be good, but what he's really been doing is softening up this defense, moving the chains, keeping the clock running.
3 seniors on that starting offensive line for the Burbank Bulldogs, so that's one of the reasons why they are so successful. Jonathan Marufo and Roger Garcia and Marcos Salas, all seniors. Owen Balaja is the junior. A sophomore is Jonathan Rosales. Gail Guerrero will take the ball behind that very talented offensive line and get some positive yardage on that play. The Bulldogs now trying to use up as much of the 45-second play clock as they can.
Big number 54 coming in, Coach. Speaking of the offensive lineman, that's Vitor Salas, the sophomore here. Number 52 had to come out Number 52 is Owen Balagia.
Roman Garcia hands the ball off to Gail Guerrero again, and look at Gail fighting off a little stiff arm there, and fighting off the tackler before he is run out of bounds.
Hey, that was not a small man. He just stiff-armed either. That was pretty impressive. Number 2 for Sam Houston, Javon Reese, is a large individual.
Coach Mul coming over and reminding his running backs to stay in bounds.
That is always helpful.
Yeah, when that happens, I always hear Coach Jerry Comalander in my ear. It's a little things. He says it's a little things, and that's one of them. When you're ahead like this, you want to keep that clock running. Roman Garcia will take the snap. He's going to go around the left side, and he's going to run out of bounds as well. Coach Mul is going to have to take his headsets off and say, hey, wait a minute, guys. What's going on here?
You're going to have to communicate a little more.
To communicate this.
Result of the play is a first down for the Bulldogs.
It's a first down at the 10-yard line, so that makes it a first and goal. The game clock is not running. The play clock, of course, is, so no reason to delay that here. Gail Guerrero looking for some running room between the tackles, and he finds them all the way to the 5-yard line.
Good little, 360 spin cycle right there,
360,
Coach.
yeah,
is what we saw from him. Nice job. Subbing it out. Here comes our man, number 7, Robert Martinez. Getting these two upperclassmen lots of good reps here.
Keeping them fresh.
I imagine those guys spend a lot of time together. Same age, both play running back. Probably have a good little friendship going on.
There you go. Roman Garcia to Robert Martinez. Robert Martinez is going to bull his way in to about the 4-yard line. This time the Hurricanes answer the call. So that'll be now third down and goal. Just inside the 5-yard line.
The only 2 running backs on the roster, Coach.
Robert and Gail.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone else is a wide receiver. So they're splitting that time pretty evenly since they're the only 2.
Well, you also have Kevin Hernandez.
That is true. He is like a little running back, quarterback hybrid.
There you go. Robert Martinez will take the snap directly, and he's going to look for some. Oh, he's tripped up. There's a flag on the play. He doesn't reach the end zone. This will make, depending on what the penalty is, holding against the Bulldogs. So that's going to move back 10 yards. So that's going to move the line of scrimmage back 10 yards.
This is third down, Coach.
We'll replay third down. It's the ball at the 15-yard line, and the official will start the clock. We're at the 4.5-minute mark. 25 seconds the Bulldogs have to snap the ball. Roman Garcia back there by himself. I wanted to make a point about that, the running back point that you made, Glenn. Roman Garcia, he's going to drop back. He's going to look for a pass. He's fleshed out of the pocket, running to the right, looking downfield. The ball is free, and no whistle. Now there's a whistle. Let's see who ended up with that. Loose ball.
Looks like Sam Houston.
Sam Houston has. They certainly have. So they, again, they bent and just did not break. And once again, they stopped the Burbank Bulldogs in the red zone. So, you talk about running backs and the roster positions and such, but, with the jet sweep being such a popular play, a lot of times you got that wide receiver that's also a hybrid that'll come back in and get the handoff. We see Izzy Zapata, not so much tonight, but a lot of times you'll see Izzy Zapata, Terrence Harper for the Hurricanes, even though they line up and listed as wide receivers, will come back around and get that handoff through the jet sweep.
And you're kind of seeing that all throughout the game, right? The 1,000-yard rushing running back is not really a thing anymore. It's a lot of running back by committee. Starting to be popular at every level. But they got 2 good ones here at Burbank. Little flag, good little run by quarterback maybe on right there. From the backfield, Coach.
Got a flag way back.
The field judge, I believe. That's who that was.
That's a field judge about 30 yards away from the play. And that might be, count them, Glenn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh,
yep.
Trying to sneak one on there.
Yep. That's what the field judge does. He counted the subs in and counts him out. But he's going to wave him off. There.
Okay,
So,
well, maybe with a little, yeah, I mean, bodies running on and off here,
we go.
substitutions.
So speaking of the jet sweep, Jermaine Carson will take the handoff and out across the 31-yard line. And again, we have one of those games, then 42-14, the Burbank Bulldogs in command. But the Hurricanes, really, this game it's a lot closer than the score indicates. And the Hurricanes had their opportunities, and they were in the red zone. They threatened a few times. They just could not. They could not finish those drives.
Yeah, and their defense has done good in the second half, forcing some turnovers. Getting the interception, getting the turnover on downs, recovering that fumble.
Mavion looking over to the sideline. The man good is his target, but the pass falls short.
A little bit low there.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 32-yard line.
We've got a player on the field, and the trainers are going to tend to him. While they do so, we're going to take a break. You're watching SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
We are back at the SAISD Sports Complex, located right next to Burbank High School. In at quarterback for the Sam Houston Hurricanes is number 3, Terrence Harper. 5 wide right here for Sam Houston. 2nd and 10. Terrence going to take a little quarterback draw. Good blocking by this off. Oh, backing him up a little bit. Oh, maybe a little. Thought we might have got a little face mask call there. Flag comes in. So senior wide receiver Terrence Harper is in at quarterback after number 15. Mavion Franklin was up and off the field on his own power, so we like to see that. We have about 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter of this District 12 5A game, Coach.
Penalty is on the Bulldogs.
The face mask is the call, so a 15-yard penalty will give the Hurricanes a fresh set of downs. And 12-5A D2 football game. Of course, the District 12 is in Region 3.
Region 3, like we've been talking about last week, Coach, whatever team makes the playoffs out of this district, going to head up north into the hill country a little bit. Liberty Hill, Bastrop, some hill country football, mixing it up with San Antonio in a few weeks.
Jermaine Carson, number 21, will take the jet sweep and around the left side of the offense.
Yeah, great job by him. Found a lane, ran on down there and made that thing happen. So good first down pickup by number 21 for Sam Houston, Jermaine Carson, the athlete, the senior athlete here. Referee winds the clock. Ball is right on the 35 of the Burbank Bulldogs. So Sam Houston put another good drive together here, getting it into Burbank territory. In the gun, Thompson comes in motion in that little fly sweep we've been seeing, cuts it up in through the A gap. Nice job by Carson. Looks like he's right at that first down marker. Yes, they're going to give it to him.
10 yards of pop and keeping the chain crew active over there. The Hurricanes, of course, were 3-0 coming into this ball game. It looks like they're going to take their first loss, drop to 3-1. They've got Jefferson and Highlands yet to play, and then they are open on the final week of the season.
Number 3, Terrence going to do it himself in that little quarterback draw, quarterback run. Spread him out, went 5 wide, coach, and then just went ahead and gave him a little room to operate. But another first down for him, so another 10 yards. They're putting together some good runs right here.
Terrence Harper, not the biggest football player on the field, but boy, can he get it done offensively and defensively.
He's going to get a good little spin move, wrapped him up. That was big, number 51. The freshman nose guard for Burbank, Mr. Voapuka Unaletola Oli himself out there doing his thing. So,
and Grandma watching in Hawaii. What's the time zone in Hawaii?
It's early there. It's only in the afternoon. She got a whole evening ahead of her.
Right,
yeah,
watch this game and then have dinner.
That's it. She's gonna be living good. Here it is. Here's that fly sweep again, coach. We've been seeing it. Ooh. There you go. Good job. Just like we called his name a play ago. Same thing, that young freshman nose guard getting another tackle. Under a minute left here, coach, as Sam Houston's driving.
And they're driving, and I would expect that they would certainly like to leave with another score under their belts. 40 seconds left to play in an empty set. Terrence Harper back here at the quarterback spot. He's going to fling it out there. And oh, boy, he almost threw an interception.
James Luna once again.
James Luna was just inches away from a pick 6. You know, we saw a Jordan Garcia, I believe, for the Lanier Vokes, 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. Yeah, 100 yards. That came very close to a 90-yard return for James Luna right on that play.
Yeah, great awareness by him. Still got 5 wide, coach.
Terrence Harper.
Going to try to get the edge.
Luna chasing him down, and he's going to try to get to that pylon. The official says he got in the end zone. He crossed the plane before he went out of bounds. So Terrence Harper with another touchdown here tonight. 21 seconds left to play. The Burbank Bulldogs at 42 and the Hurricanes at 20.
4:30 p.m., Coach. That's what
there
Grandma
she
just
is,
told us.
4:30 p.m. She's still watching. All right, we appreciate that very much. Well, I shouldn't have asked Lynn. I should have asked you.
I know. Golly.
There you go. We got temperature from Illinois in the chat room. We got the time zone from Hawaii. Excellent. Love to have you on. We appreciate you coming into the chat room and letting us know that you're watching your favorite player. Terrence Harper is going to fling that one downfield. And man, good is the target. And yep.
Nice little fade ball right there, showing the arm talent, Coach.
The man good doing what he does. And again, if you throw him a 50-50 ball, it's more like a 55-45 ball. He can get up there and get it. We're going to keep it right here. Again, we thank you for joining us here on RC Audio Sports 2. While you're here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We also have a sister channel, RC Audio Sports. And subscribe to both of those and hit the notification button so that you know every time we stream live. We thank you for joining us. We know that tonight we had viewers from Las Vegas and from Hawaii and from Illinois and the Rio Grande Valley.
That's right.
And so that's why we do this. We encourage anyone who is here in town, can make a game. There's no better place to be on a Thursday night or a Friday night than here with the rest of your community and cheering these kids on and supporting them. But if you can't make it for whatever reason, that's what we're here for. And it always makes our day to have you come in and let us know that you're watching from here or from there. Love that we make it possible for grandmothers and moms. Dana Williams out there again, thank you for watching this. Jeremy Williams, mom, Coach Williams tells me, is always watching our streams, but really makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. Here comes the little squib kick. Oh, this one
got to go 10 yards. It was touched before, so that's an illegal touch, and it will automatically go to the Burbank Bulldogs. The clock winding down, Glenn. We got to start thinking about players of the game.
Oh yeah.
We're going to pick an offensive player in the game and a defensive player of the game. The Burbank Bulldogs, the victors. So we're going to select from the Burbank Bulldog roster. Who do you have in mind? You thinking about anybody on offense?
Yeah, I think Matthew Reyna had those 2 catches for 2 touchdowns. Robert Martinez has been running hard, and I'm going to throw a little dark horse in here, Coach. I'm going to say the offensive line. We've been giving them some love. You know, they may not walk away with the player of the week, but I wanted to make sure we gave them a little shout out because they were making it happen. So I'm going to go. Those are my top 2 to 3 right there.
The foundation, Jeff Nahito is the offensive coordinator, and so the foundation for any offense is going to be that offensive line. Find me a coach that doesn't tell you that.
That's right.
And they have certainly been up to the task here tonight. But again, those are 3 good candidates, Glenn. Let's ponder this. We're going to. How about defensively?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've been talking about James Luna a lot. He's got that pass breakup. He's got some tackles. He's been doing his thing, sophomore linebacker. And then, of course, Eric Govea, the senior defensive back with that 90-something yard kickoff return. That was super impressive.
Fumble return.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Fumble return. So, yeah, those are probably going to be my top 2 defensive guys. We're going to have to sort it out between.
All right. So let's make this definitive. Our player of the game offensively, Glenn, I'm going to go with number 4, Matthew Reyna, okay? And Eric Govea had a play of his career. Tell me a number for Eric. 24?
Number 24, yes, sir.
Number 24 and number 4 for Burbank, our players of the game as they go across, shaking hands with the Sam Houston Hurricanes. The Burbank Bulldogs will remain undefeated. They'll improve to 3-0. The Sam Houston Hurricanes will drop to 3-1. The Bulldogs now in the driver's seat for that district crown. And we'll see if this group of Bulldogs can do something that hasn't been done at Burbank since 1978. So congratulations to number 4, Matthew Reyna, the offensive player of the game, and number 24, Eric Govea, who had a play of a lifetime. We're going to wait to see what the officials call it. I don't know if that was a forward pass or a fumble. That was either an interception, pick 6 for a touchdown, or a fumble return for a touchdown. Either way, it went about 90 yards, and it was a big play, a play that he'll be talking about for a long time.
Absolutely, as he should. That was amazing. Yeah, great effort by all these guys. Great job by Burbank overall, controlling the football, not turning it over, capitalizing on the mistakes that Sam Houston made. And like Coach Williams from Sam Houston said, young team, lots of sophomores. When this team ends this year and rolls back around in 2025, there's going to be some cats out there to pay attention to.
Oh, yeah. The Hurricanes aren't going anywhere. They're not going to ride the happy bus home tonight, but they're not going anywhere. They'll be right in the mix for a good while. The Burbank Bulldogs are victors tonight. 42-22 is the score. This is Robert Villafranca and RC Audio Sports alongside Glenn Ravel. Bella Tejas at the tech table. Great job, Bella, as always. Sebastian Castro, Isaiah Castro behind the cameras, getting some great images for us tonight. You've been watching SAISD football on the RC Audio Sports